Well, they don't call Troy Aikman for nothing. Troy has suffered 9 concussions, Terry says 10, in his career. But despite missing the last 2 games and facing the quarterback controversy, he gets the starting nod today as we come back in. Orlando Brown, offensive tackle for the Cleveland Browns. Many remember last year, got hit in the eye with the beanbag with the BB pellets. Dismissively released by the Cleveland Browns this week.
Career over without question. You know, and the NFL hasn't offered to settle with this guy, haven't even really offered an apology of any kind. Johnny Cochran is the lead attorney in this one. I wish I were sitting on the jury.
Champ Bailey, Washington Redskins, they've got 3 corners. Why not give him 10 snaps a game on offense, over 40 catches and 700 yards his senior year? There's your deep threat in Washington.
Troy Aikman, Hall of Famer for sure, but today may be his biggest game, a career game today for Troy Aikman.
What mountain was Moses on?
Nebo.
All right.
Mount Nebo.
All right. For those of you getting Green Bay against Arizona, we'll be right back. For everyone else, enjoy your game. Fox NFL Sunday giving you 2 thumbs up indeed. All right, folks.
Mr. Duffy, I've been here for over a year now, and I'd like to talk about a raise. I have an MBA.
I like jujubes. The Reds and the Oranges the best. They are like the king and queen of jujube land. The green and the yellow, they're peasants. One day, we're gonna have a jujube revolution.
So, what do you think?
Jujube?
It's time for E-Trade. Sign up now for your 25 trade bonus.
This is an ordinary cell phone. This is Nextel, and it's going to change the way you do business thanks to Direct Connect, its digital 2-way radio feature. Frank?
Not yet.
It ensures instant contact. Bridget?
Got it.
Cost a fraction of cellular.
It just passed.
And it makes other cell phones...
Ready now.
Obsolete.
Direct Connect from Nextel. How business gets done.
Sign up for Nextel National Business Plan by September 30th and get free incoming cellular calls.
Know how to spot a diehard battery owner? Look for their jumper cables. Diehard, 30 years of starting power. How much do you trust your battery?
For dry, red eyes, clear eyes is a hit. It removes redness and has an ingredient to moisturize. Wow! The difference is clear eyes.
This week at IBM.com, Mike, the lawyer's here from corporate to make sure we don't overpromise on the new ThinkPad T20. It's light, durable, has an Intel Pentium 3 processor, titanium composite cover, very cool keyboard light, and you can order it direct from IBM.com. And is the baddest thing on the market. This baby is...
Leon, I don't think we can say that legally. It's good. It's not bad.
This fall, meet the faculty.
How many here think about sex more than 10 times a day?
Of Boston Public.
We're escorting this pool to the lavatory and get a urine sample. You've been smoking pot in this pool.
Man, I'm not pissing in no cup.
Get Mr. Jackson a pot of coffee.
Why the hell is there never any coffee? Premieres Monday, October 23rd at 8/7 Central on Fox.
The Dallas Cowboys defense being introduced to the sold-out crowd here at Texas Stadium. Fox Sports welcomes you to Week 4 of the 2000 NFL season. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Good afternoon, everybody. Kenny Albert along with Tim Green. This rivalry, one of the best in sports over the last 2 decades. But this season, Tim, they've combined to win only 1 game. Cowboys in Washington beat the Redskins on Monday night, led by quarterback Randall Cunningham. But today, Troy Aikman returns.
Well, Cunningham did a great job on Monday night, and a lot of people are saying, why isn't he still playing? You have to remember who Troy Aikman is. The guy's been to 6 Pro Bowls. He's won 3 Super Bowls. And this offense was built for Troy Aikman. It's a timing offense. He's got 3 things going for him today. First of all, his offensive line has been playing pretty well. Secondly, the Cowboys are going to play it a little conservative early on. Run the ball, keep 7 men in to give him a lot of protection to help him get into a rhythm. And then most importantly, this 49ers defense is the last in the league. The reason being, they're playing a lot of young players, especially in that secondary. Aikman should have some opportunities today.
And while the 49ers have allowed the most points in the entire league, they've also scored 25 a game.
Yeah, they have, because their offense is starting to work. Most specifically, quarterback Jeff Garcia has really got his timing down with his receivers. He's looked really efficient so far this season. And hey, he's got a run game in Charlie Garner. Garner right now, one of the best in the league. I think the most elusive running back in the league right now. Defensive tackle for the Cowboys, Chad Hennings, told us yesterday, this guy reminds me of Barry Sanders.
Well, the opening kickoff is coming up. The Cowboys and the 49ers when we return.
We got to be fast. We got to be crazy. And we got to win it and win it now. We need one now. No. 1, 2, 3, now.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
You shouldn't have to wait to get the information you want. Get the weather first with Fox First Weather at 10 o'clock. Brought to you in part by Landers.
Want to add some excitement to your Thanksgiving?
You could be a winner and drive off with a brand new 2001 Dodge pickup truck during the Dallas Cowboys game on Fox 16.
All you have to do is watch Fox 16 for further details.
Qualifiers will be announced on Fox First Weather at 10 p.m. during the week of November 13th.
And you'll have 16 minutes to call the Fox 16 truck hotline and claim your spot in the Dodge Turnkey competition.
Someone's going to drive off and be the winner of a new truck, so stay tuned to Fox 16 for your chance to win the Dodge Turnkey giveaway.
Stop. Look. Buy.
$1,500 cash back plus low 0.9% financing on Ford Explorer. Now, during the final days of Ford's authorized clearance, you've waited for the best offer of the year. Choose from a large selection, but hurry. Get $1,500 plus 0.9 on Ford Explorer, or get 3.9% financing on Expedition. You've waited to buy. Save now during the final days of Ford's authorized clearance, only at your local Ford dealer.
It's so different. It's the best minivan ever. With the first power hatch ever in a minivan. The first 3-zone climate control ever in a minivan. The first movable center console with power outlet and more. But even with all that's different, there's one thing we'll never change. The all-new Dodge Grand Caravan. Different.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
What do I want the internet to be? I want it to be like Frank here. He really knows customers. Package Frank. Put him together with the internet. Now you've got something. You know, I just want doing e-business with us to be more human.
Today, Nortel Networks is combining the power of the new high-performance internet with the tools your business needs to deliver stronger, more Frank-like e-business solutions.
Come together. Over me.
How come Joe Namath was more popular than Johnny Unitas? Both were great quarterbacks. Both jerseys hang in the Hall of Fame. But then, only one quarterback was ever seen on the sidelines wearing a full-length mink coat. The Mitsubishi Montero. Toughness meets style.
E-Trade, the #1 place to invest online, presents the return of the week. Head coach Al Groh's New York Jets are 3-0 thanks to a 97-yard kickoff return by Kevin Williams. Williams was aided with a block by number 88 Anthony Beck en route to a pivotal win over the division rival Bills.
He's to the 35, down the sideline, 50, to the 40, Kevin Williams to the 30, to the 20, 55, touchdown!
Mr. Duffy, I've been here for over a year now, and I'd like to talk about a raise. I have an MBA.
I like Jujubes. The Reds and the Oranges the best. They are like the king and queen of Jujube land. The green and the yellow, they're peasants. One day, we're gonna have a Jujube revolution.
So, what do you think?
Jujube?
It's time for E-Trade.
Sign up now for your 25 trade bonus.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Back at Texas Stadium as we get set for the opening kickoff. First meeting between the 49ers and the Cowboys since '97. They have been in the NFC Championship game 6 times, with Dallas winning 4 of the 6. The Cowboys have won the toss. Wade Ritchie will kick off for the 0-3 49ers. Michael Wiley and Chris Akins back deep for the Cowboys. This is Wiley, the rookie out of Ohio State, from the 2-yard line. Wiley out to the 21, a 19-yard return. Artie Ulmer made the stop. Troy Aikman, knocked out of the opening game loss to the Eagles, returns after missing the last 2. 3 Super Bowl victories, 6 Pro Bowls for Aikman. Allen, Stepnoski, and Williams, all perennial Pro Bowlers. Emmitt Smith with the fullback Robert Thomas. James McKnight, Rocket Ismail are the wide receivers. And the tight end is David LaFleur. Cowboys start from their own 21-yard line. On first down, Emmitt Smith. Out to the 31, close to a first down. 9, perhaps 10-yard pickup. John Engelberger, one of 3 rookies starting for the 49ers defensively, made the tackle. A young San Francisco defense. Engelberger starting for the injured Junior Bryant. Ken Norton Jr., the former Cowboy, in the middle. John Keith making his first NFL start at strong safety. Smith picked up 9 on the previous play, setting up 2nd and 1, and the quick slant was behind the intended receiver, James McKnight.
James McKnight never even looked. And Troy Aikman is correcting him as he walks back to the huddle.
Aikman, in the opening week loss to the Eagles, 0 for 5. He was sacked 4 times, so he is looking for his first pass completion of the season. LaFleur, the tight end, in motion. 3rd and 1 for the Cowboys. Emmitt Smith with the fullback Thomas leading the way. Has the first down.
One of the things the Cowboys offense was intent on doing was not just working down the field and scoring, but to hang on to the football, to use up the clock, and to keep that 49ers offense off the field and give their defense, the Cowboys defense, a rest. They don't want to just score quickly. And they also are going to be playing it a little conservatively, as we've seen so far, to let Aikman try to get into a groove.
49ers have allowed 38 points per game over their first 3. Off the play fake to Smith. The pass is caught by the fullback, Robert Thomas. Aikman's first pass completion of the year. Monty Montgomery made the tackle after a gain of 9.
The Cowboys felt that part of the way they could take advantage of the 49ers' young players on defense was different formations. So what they do is they split David LaFleur all the way to the outside. So LaFleur, a tight end, ends up blocking right here on the young defensive back, Monty Montgomery. So they outman him with a tight end on a young cornerback.
Montgomery returning after missing last week's game with a leg injury. 2nd and 1. The pitch to Smith. Emmitt Smith across midfield into 49ers territory. Winfred Tubbs finally brought him down after a gain of 10.
And this is just good blocking. I said right at the beginning that this offensive line is playing cohesive football. Watch Big Larry Allen, Flozell Adams. Watch these guys work and watch them maintain the line of scrimmage. Look at that right there. And then open up a hole. Every man has a man blocked. And that's all it is. You get your pads low, you get up under a guy, you keep your feet moving.
Chris Warren in the backfield for the Cowboys. Aikman swings it out to Warren. Warren knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line by the rookie Ahmed Plummer after a gain of 5.
Oh, by the way, we talk about how the Cowboys were going to play it a little conservatively at the beginning of the game, and Troy Aikman doesn't know that. I mean, Jack Riley talked to us yesterday. He said, you know, he'd kill me if he knew, but so far we've seen Emmitt Smith running the ball. We saw Aikman throw a quick hitch pass, which was incomplete to McKnight, and then this one was just a little dump-off pass to the running back.
Both completions have gone to the backs, Thomas and Warren. On 2nd and 5, Michael Wiley, the 5th-round pick out of Ohio State, takes the handoff. His first NFL carry, and he gains 1 yard.
And one thing this 49ers defense does have, they're a little light up front, but they've got excellent speed. And if you look at the players that they drafted, the rookies, the second-year players, they're all fast. And so while on that last play, the Cowboys offensive line moved the line of scrimmage, these guys here have enough speed to recover and make a tackle for not a big gain.
4 wide receivers for the Cowboys on 3rd and 3. The pitch back to Emmitt Smith. Comes to the right and picks up another Cowboys first down. He needed 3. He gained 5.
Now this is just a quick pass, and also James McKnight, the receiver. This is exactly what Chris Collinsworth was talking about on the pregame show. You're going to see McKnight. Watch McKnight right there. He's working on the cornerback, and he gets just enough to give Emmitt Smith that corner and the first down.
Opening drive of the game, Cowboys 1st and 10 from the 49ers 37. Smith looks to cut back inside and gains 1, perhaps 2 yards down to the San Francisco 35-yard line.
You know, in this play here, that was just blown up by the inside linebacker, Ken Norton. And he just came up, and Emmitt Smith saw that his fullback, Robert Thomas, was stifled behind the line of scrimmage. So he had to break that away from the hole and away from the play.
Ken Norton Jr., who spent his first 6 NFL seasons here in Dallas with the Cowboys. 10th play of the drive upcoming. 3 wide receivers set. And Aikman's pass is caught out of bounds by McKnight. Plummer on the coverage.
And you're going to get to see Ahmed Plummer. Now, this is one of the rookies. He's a rookie first-round draft choice. He's got McKnight. He's locked up man-to-man. And watch how close he stays. So he forces Troy Aikman to throw that ball. Well, actually, it was well thrown. It was well thrown, but McKnight just flat dropped it.
Cowboys have already picked up 3 first downs this drive. On 3rd and 8, Aikman pump fakes, rolls right, can't find anyone, and throws it away.
Boy, I'm surprised that someone wasn't offside. Stepnowski must have snapped that ball before anyone else thought it was going to be snapped, because the whole half the offensive line was still in their stances when Stepnowski snapped it.
Former Cowboy Kevin Williams back deep for the 49ers. Awaiting the punt from rookie Micah Noor, who is second in the NFC, averaging 47 yards per punt over the first 3 games. Good hang time. And it bounces into the end zone. 35-yard punt. And the 49ers will start from their own 20-yard line when we return.
Pay too much for airfare, and there's nothing left for the vacation. Fly Southwest coast to coast for $99 or less one way. Available only at southwest.com. Purchased by September 28th and travel by January 7th.
You are now free to move about the country. Andy, you know these Heatwave cores belong in the bag.
The exclusive core in the Domino's Heatwave bag delivers your pizza hot. Call Domino's now and get a large one-topping pizza and a 2-liter of Coke for $9.99. Domino's, bad Andy, good pizza.
Never once did your car ask you for flowers. Never once did it ask you if it looks fat. Or did it get mad at you for leaving the seat up? Doesn't it deserve something special in return?
Hi, Lisa.
In this neighborhood, the traffic is always moving. The locals are real friendly.
Sorry. Hey, Carrie. Hi, Lisa.
And the mail is delivered in record time. It's the U.S. Olympic Team website, and you can be there with the new Smart Visa cards with remarkable chip technology. Because with Visa, you can buy anything from USOlympicTeam.com, where Visa is the only card accepted. Learn more at Visa.com.
Fox NFL Sunday, brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL, the official airline of the Super Bowl.
Welcome back. Cowboys and the 49ers are scoreless. Early first quarter from Texas Stadium, the 82nd consecutive sellout here. Steve Mariucci on the left in his 4th year as 49ers head coach. And Dave Campo, longtime defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, as Garcia's pass is caught by the tight end Greg Clark for a gain of 4 on first down. Jeff Garcia was connected on 60% or more of his pass attempts in each of the first 3 games. Good numbers over his last 8 starts. The men protecting Garcia with Newberry in the middle. Charlie Garner off to an outstanding start. Fred Beasley has scored 5 touchdowns. Jerry Rice and Terrell Owens are the wideouts. On 2nd and 6, Garner cuts left, first down and more. Finally forced out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 17. George Teague forced him out.
Number 25, Charlie Garner over here.
Defensively, Cowboys ranked 26th over the first 3 weeks. Ellis, Hennings, Lent, and Spellman up front. Wortham starting for the 2nd straight week for the injured Dan Wynn. And Kareem Larrymore, the left corner, rookie out of West Texas A&M. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. From their own 41, 4 wide receivers set. Garcia with time, and the pass incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Owens.
You know, Terrell Owens has struggled a little bit early in the season. And last week I thought he came back and got himself together. But he has the physical tools where really you expect him to make the difficult catch consistently all the time. Because he's tall and he's strong, he's fast. He told me right before the game he's got a personal trainer and he's in better physical shape than he's ever been, and that's saying a lot.
108 yards last week for Owens. Here's Fred Beasley, the fullback, takes it up to the 47, a gain of 6. Darren Hambrick made the tackle. And for an NFL update, what's going on with the Falcons and the Rams, JB?
Kenny and Tim, a questionable call against St. Louis gives the Falcons the ball deep in their territory. Jamal Anderson scores in a 3-yard run. Folks, the Dirty Bird is back. Falcons on top by 7. Back to Kenny and Tim.
JB, and that was a Jimmy Kimmel upset pick. It looks like he might be right. But if the Falcons are going to win that game, they are going to have to win it in a shootout. That Rams offense is the best in the league right now. They're going to have to score a lot of points.
Yes, Jimmy Kimmel going with the Falcons over the Rams today. Garcia off the play fake, rolling right. And the pass was deflected, so the 49ers will be forced to punt.
Now this is a great recovery by the Cowboys defensive line. Because watch how effective this fake is. They fake the handoff to Beasley. Well, look at these defensive linemen. They stay right with it. Hennings is right there. Leon Lett's right there. Alonzo Spellman. It's a great reaction to a good fake. Leon Lett's a guy that knocks that thing down.
Jason Tucker back deep for the Cowboys. Chad Stanley's first punt of the game nearly blocked. Takes a 49ers bounce all the way down to the 1. It is downed on the 1-yard line by the rookie corner Jason Webster. 52 yards on the punt and roll.
Back in his college baseball days, John Elway would stand at the plate and try to muscle the ball over the fence. Every once in a while, he'd get one to clear the .335 mark and left, but just barely. If you figured Elway to have more power than that, you got to remember one thing. That's a pretty long throw.
Expect more from an original. Original Coors, brewed a mile high.
My beer? It's got to be original.
Today we're talking about desktops. This is the IBM NetVista X40. It's all in one. It takes up 75% less space than other desktops. It's got an Intel Pentium 3 processor. It's very cool. This is a desktop from another company. It's big, and it's big. If you want the NetVista, go to IBM.com and buy it direct. If you want the big one, go somewhere else, like a big store somewhere.
I tell you who's gonna win, I tell you who's gonna lose. Sometimes you get them mixed up, but I do it every Sunday. Don't miss the Fox NFL Sunday pregame show next week.
From James Cameron comes the 2-hour television event.
I know who you are. I know who you're running from.
Dark Angel. Series premiere Tuesday, October 3rd on Fox.
We take you back to January of 1982. The NFC Championship game. 49ers trailed by 6 with less than 1 minute to go. And this has gone down in history as the catch. Joe Montana hitting Dwight Clark in the end zone. The game-winning touchdown. 49ers over the Cowboys 28-27. And the Niners went on to defeat Cincinnati in the Super Bowl. One of 6 NFC Championship games between the Niners and the Cowboys. Following the punt, Cowboys start from their own 1-yard line. Evan Smith coming out of the end zone. Gains just 1. Winfred Tubbs, the former New Orleans Saint, in on the tackle.
You know, one thing you have to realize about this 49ers defense. Now, I said they're ranked last in the league, and a lot of that is because they're young, or especially young in the secondary. But if you look at their run defense, it's actually been pretty good. It's ranked 21st in total yards, but I always look at the average yards per carry. There's Jim Moore, the defensive coordinator, and they're ranked 10th. So really, their run defense is pretty strong.
Aikman from his own end zone throws it away. And Aikman took a hit from Brenson Buckner.
Of course, everyone's reasoning for wanting to have Randall Cunningham continue to play quarterback for the Cowboys was for plays like this. Because when everything breaks down, you know, Cunningham showed an incredible ability to be able to scramble, to elude, to make things happen. But Aikman is the guy that runs this offense efficiently. There's Randall and quarterback coach Wade Phillips. But Aikman needs to have protection, time, and a receiver open.
Aikman's pass is caught by the tight end Jackie Harris, but a nice tackle by the right quarterback Monty Montgomery.
You know, one thing about these Niners secondary players that are young, and Monty Montgomery is one of the young guys, and we saw Ahmed Plummer and John Keith is starting at safety. He's a rookie. Is they're going to get better every game. Every game they're going to get better exponentially.
Kevin Williams awaiting Micah Norr's second punt of the first quarter. End over end. And a fair catch called for by Williams at the Dallas 46. 39-yard punt by Norr. Holding against the Cowboys. First flag of the afternoon. Jeff Triplett, our referee.
That's going to put Micah Norr with his heels right on that end line in the end zone.
Holding. 70. Half the distance. Repeat. Down.
The long snapper, Dale Hellestray, called for the hold. So Noor will do it again, as you said, from deep in the end zone.
Usually to get called for it in the middle of all this, it's got to be pretty obvious. Here's Hellestray here. And that's what happened right there. When you take the man down, the official will see it.
Good kick by Noor, forcing Williams all the way back to the 37. Williams across midfield to the Dallas 48. So following the penalty, the 49ers actually lose 2 yards. A 60-yard punt by Noor.
His brother was murdered.
I think he was taken out.
And somewhere...
Let it go. No, I don't think so.
Some way.
Jack, what do you say, Jack?
Someone is going to pay.
Revenge doesn't work. Sure it does.
Sylvester Stallone.
You've been a pretty bad guy, Mr. Carter.
You haven't seen bad yet.
Get Carter. Rated R. Starts Friday, October 6th at a theater near you.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go.
If you want happy employees, help secure their financial futures. At the Principal Financial Group, that's what we do. We're the 401k leader and offer financial solutions for you and growing businesses. The Principal Financial Group, we understand what you're working for.
Here at VMI, we were asked to try the Norelco Advantage for 21 days. There was quiet dissension.
I'm not giving up my blade.
And anxious inquiry.
The heck is this? Goo?
But then we started to realize the lotion actually gave us a closer, smoother shave than we expected, without the nicks and cuts of blades.
Our fear diminished. Our hopes arose, and life got a little less hairy.
Come on, babyface, move it!
The Norelco Advantage. It's guaranteed or your money back. Norelco. Put it to the test.
When their games turn you off, turn on the Fox Comedy Games. The Simpsons, Malcolm, and an hour of That 70s Show. The games continue at 8/7 Central tonight.
Kenny Albert, Tim Green, back at Irving, Texas. 49ers and the Cowboys are scoreless. 49ers will start from the Dallas 48-yard line. Garcia with Garner and Beasley in the backfield. Here's Charlie. Garner cuts it back inside down to the Dallas 43, a gain of 5. Baron Wortham made the tackle.
Now, one of the things the Cowboys defense is going to have to do today, they've got a rookie playing at cornerback too. Here's Kareem Larimore, and what they want to do is they want to slide one of their safeties behind him to give him help. And that means they're going to have to stop the running game up here with just 7 men. If they can't do that, then they're going to have to pull the help away from Larimore.
2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Garner. Garcia takes off, has the first down, slides to the 35-yard line of the Cowboys, a pickup of 8.
You know, a lot of people are down on Jeff Garcia because the 49ers are 0-3, and they're used to Joe Montana and Steve Young, but really you have to appreciate the skills this guy has. Now, he's learned the offense better and better, and then he has this. He has this intangible ability to see that things have broken down. He finds a seam, he scrambles, and picks up a first down. He has that running dimension that a lot of people are saying is necessary for quarterbacks in the NFL.
Play action pass is batted down. Alonzo Spellman got a piece of it.
Boy, that was a dangerous thing. Spellman just races right through Scott Gregg. Watch him right here, rips right up underneath him, and Garcia was throwing that thing away. And Spellman had just driven big Scott Gregg, who's 6'8". He just drove him right back into the play.
Spellman did a terrific job Monday against the Redskins.
Well, he played the run really well. I mean, he was able to really hold the point on the run. That's why they kept him there, starting over Ebenezer Ekubon.
On 2nd and 10, Garner, second effort, and he dives for the first down.
What'd Chad Hennings say? Barry Sanders, I mean, this is what Sanders used to do, and it used to make every defender, including myself, pull their hair out. Watch Garner. He busts it this way. There's nothing there. The Cowboys defense has held the point, but now he cuts it back. And so you have to remember as a defender that the play is never over on the backside with Charlie Garner.
Garner averaging 11 yards per carry today. 3 carries, 33 yards. From the Cowboys 24, the play is blown dead. Penalty markers on first down.
Prior to the snap, false start, 25, offense.
Yeah, Garner just jumped the gun a little bit. You know, sometimes you're so quick, you know, that you can't afford. Here's Garner right here. Watch him. You're so quick that you can't afford to do any anticipation. I'm sorry, that was Beasley. That was Fred Beasley. So they said 25 Garner, but it was actually 40 Fred Beasley, the fullback. So Beasley's quick too. Yes. Not as quick as Garner, but pretty close. Quicker than you or me.
1st and 15, the slant caught by Owens. Larimore wraps him up at the Dallas 15-yard line. First catch of the day for Terrell Owens. A gain of 15 yards.
And this is what Terrell Owens has to do. We saw him not make a catch early. It's just a slant play. There's Kareem Larimore, the rookie. He sees him on a man-to-man. He runs a slant right into the middle, into traffic. Now you made the catch. Use that big body and get that first down.
Owens, the Niners' leading receiver this year over the first 3 games. Off the play fake. Garcia looking end zone, and he throws it away. And a penalty marker. Garcia was knocked down by Chad Hennings and a penalty flag.
Yeah, and that was a nice job by Chad Hennings. And it's going to be holding against the 49ers. That was the umpire's flag. And he's right there in the center of it all.
Holding, 78, offense. Repeat, first down.
You know, I don't like that call because Scott Gregg had the block on Michael Myers, and I didn't see a hold on that. Here's Myers right here, 94. Now watch Gregg block him right there. No, I guess he did. He had his hand. Yep, that was a good call. And the second time I saw it, he had his hand wrapped right around his neck.
1st and 20. Garner takes the handoff and gains 4 yards as we send it to JB for another Fox NFL update.
Kenny and Tim, an Eagles fumble helps to set up this Jeff Blake 10-yard keeper as he takes it to pay dirt. Saints on top 7-0, that in the first. And Detroit executes its first offensive drive of the season that leads to a score. That 13-yarder to Johnny Morton. They're up by the same score. Back to Kenny Albert and Tim Green.
Thanks, JB. And that run by Jeff Blake, that's just what we were talking about here with Garcia. I mean, quarterbacks today more and more are able to run for those first downs and those touchdowns.
Garcia on 2nd and 16, and Jerry Rice could not hold on to it. Kareem Larimore on the coverage.
The Cowboys had a nice pass rush on that. Ebenezer Ekubon was right on top of Jeff Garcia. Now this is just a drag route. You drag Jerry Rice across the middle, and really that's one that you expect him to make. You can see the blitz there. You just saw Dexter Coakley coming in on the blitz.
A look from umpire Cap.
Yeah,
Scott Dawson wearing the camera for us.
Gives you a sense of how fast that ball comes out of it.
4 wide receivers, 3rd and 16. Garcia in trouble, taken down, he lost the football. Greg Ellis with the sack. Garcia ruled down before the ball popped loose. 2nd sack of the year for Ellis.
Well, this is about the best jump by a defensive end that I've seen all year long. Ecubon, watch how quick he gets off. Watch him. Look at that. I mean, it looks like Ecubon knew the snap count. He comes right around, and that's kind of a crazy move by Jeff Garcia. You know what? Look how quick Ecubon got off. Just right past Derek Deese was still in his stance.
Here's Wade Ritchie, a 38-yard field goal attempt. Only his second attempt of the year, and it's good. So the 49ers strike first. 3-0 San Francisco.
Great place. I like your neighborhood.
Thanks.
Oh,
Sorry.
Time to buy a Galant. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments till spring 2001 at Mitsubishi's Car Envy event. Good on any 2000 Mitsubishi.
Triple Lutz, triple sow cow. Wow, he really nailed that landing.
Yo. What's up? But what y'all doing?
just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you?
Watching the game, having a bud.
What game are you watching?
Yes! It doesn't get more magical than this.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors, makers of the 2001 Montero. Wake up and drive. By Budweiser, with the crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer. By Nortel Networks, we're building the new high-performance internet. And by Warner Brothers' new motion picture, Get Carter, in theaters everywhere Friday, October 6th.
Late first quarter, 3-0 49ers. Next week, it's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader. Beginning with Terry, Howie, JB, and Chris on the pregame. Then the Cowboys take on the Panthers in Charlotte, followed by the Buccaneers and the Redskins, plus other regional action. It all begins at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, next Sunday on Fox.
That Tampa Bay Washington game, I can't wait to see that. We're gonna be early. We're doing Dallas, Carolina, so we'll get to see that one in the airport afterwards.
Ritchie's kickoff is handled by Wiley. Takes a knee in the end zone. Cowboys will start from their own 20-yard line when we return.
What do I want the internet to be? I want it to be like Frank here. He really knows customers. Package Frank. Put him together with the internet. Now you've got something. You know, I just want doing e-business with us to be more human.
Today, Nortel Networks is combining the power of the new high-performance internet with the tools your business needs to deliver stronger, more Frank-like e-business solutions.
Come together right now over me.
I wish to build a new Texaco station here, near the city of Manaus.
How many cars pass by that site each day?
None.
Trucks?
None.
Buses?
None.
What do they drive on the roads down there?
Well, there are no roads.
Today, Texaco is serving the Amazon because we're always willing to consider a new idea and see if it floats.
The Division Series on Fox begins October 4th.
A minute 16 remaining first quarter, 3-point lead for the Niners.
You know, so far, our quarterback Troy Aikman's only 3 for 7. You have to realize he's only thrown 2 to his wide receivers. He's had trouble with the wide receiver corps. Galloway blew out his ACL. He's out. Ismail had a hamstring. He didn't really practice very much this week. McGarity, he was their 3rd wide receiver. He's got a bad ankle. And Jason Tucker has a bad groin, so there's not been a lot of opportunity for Aikman to establish consistency with his wide receivers in practice or in this game so far.
Aikman 3 of 7 so far today. has time, and the pass is caught by James McKnight. A gain of 20 yards to the 40. Aikman's first completion to a wide receiver today. John Keith made the stop.
You know, this is exactly what I think the Cowboys need to do. I think they need to begin to open up this offense. I understand coming out conservative, but they really have been looking lackluster. And you know what? Troy Aikman has the arm and the throwing capacity, the release to push this ball downfield. I think they need to do more of this.
On first down from the 40, Smith stumbled and is taken down for a loss of a yard as time winds down in this first quarter. So the 49ers scoring the only points here in the first, a 38-yard Wade Ritchie field goal. And their defense, ranked last in the NFL, has not allowed a point over the first 15 minutes. 3-0 49ers. Will return to Dallas after a word from your local Fox station.
Falling in love with Pam was easy. Meeting her father.
Be nice to this one.
Okay, I'll try. Was the hard part.
Have you ever watched pornographic videos?
No.
No peeking.
Meet the Parents. Rated PG-13. Starts October 6th.
Feast your eyes on the new Crunchy Border Taco from Taco Bell. We've taken the crunchy taco you love and spiked it with a zesty pepper jack sauce. Now get 2 new Crunchy Border Tacos for just 99 cents. Get it at the Bell.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
Yes! There we go. You're mine. Yeah, you. Sweet. Looks good to me.
Tiger may never get into the Olympic Games, but at least he can get into an Olympic Edition Regal.
Looks like I got the gold.
Check out the Olympic Edition Regal or get $1,500 to $3,000 closeout cash on all remaining new 2000 Buicks.
It's down-to-earth deals at your Honda dealer. Get no down payment on a new Honda ATV. Then take your pick of low monthly payments for the first 2 years or no payments and no interest for 3 full months thanks to the Honda Card program. And with a new Foreman, Foreman S or ES, get 300 Honda bonus bucks to spend at your Honda dealer. Down-to-earth deals happening now.
Get a down-to-earth deal at Richards Honda, Honda of North Little Rock, Red River Honda, Milam's Honda, and John's Outboard in Honda.
You've seen chases and crashes, but you've never seen this. The season premiere of Police Videos, Friday, October 6th at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
3-0 49ers as we welcome you back. Kenny Albert with Tim Green. The 49ers defense has taken a lot of heat over the last couple of weeks, ranked last, but they forced punts on both Cowboys possessions.
Well, they haven't. I think what we have to see the Cowboys do is open this thing up like they're doing right now.
Aikman connects with the fullback Robert Thomas, his second catch of the day for a gain of 5.
I'm sorry, Kenny. And you have to remember why the 49ers defense is ranked last. It's because of the problem they've had in the passing game. And you see, the Cowboys really haven't taken advantage of that so far. Only 39 passing yards in that first quarter. And we saw Troy Aikman complete just his first pass to a wide receiver 2 plays ago to James McKnight downfield. I think that's what they have to do. They've got to get back to that intermediate and that deep passing game and start to move the ball around.
3rd down and 6. 3 wide receivers set. Aikman under pressure. Gets the pass away. Jason Tucker made the catch, but is stopped about 6 yards shy of the first down marker.
You know, this is exactly what Howie Long was talking about in the pregame show when he said they're going to bring it on Troy Aikman. They're going to bring the blitz, and that's what the 49ers did on that play. And they brought not just linebackers, but they brought defensive backs out of the corners of that formation to put the heat on Aikman.
Micah Norr's last punt, a season-high 60 yards. It's a fake. First down for the Cowboys. On the fake punt, Dexter Coakley took the snap. The linebacker gained 26 yards into 49ers territory.
I think Cowboys head coach Dave Campo took a page out of the Eagles head coach Andy Reid's playbook, because if you're going to play aggressive, this is the kind of thing you do. Now, instead of snapping it to the punter, they snap it directly to Dexter Coakley, and it's an aggressive play call, and it's a smart play call, because this Cowboys team was starting to languish here, and nothing can energize you more like a fake punt or an onside kick early in the game, something like that, to be aggressive in your coaching.
1st and 10 from the 49ers 29. Ismael in motion. Aikman over the top. And the pass is caught by McKnight. A gain of 9 down to the San Francisco 20.
And this is the kind of protection that Troy Aikman needs. And if he has it, as he does on this play, you know, he's going to find that open receiver. He's going to deliver that football. So it's a nice job on the protection. It gives him the pocket, and then he can find the receiver.
Second catch of the day for McKnight. Setting up 2nd and 1. And for the second consecutive carry, Emmitt Smith is hit for a loss. This time a loss of 3. Cedric Killings made the tackle.
You know, we talk about this Niners offense being young, but there's still one guy here, Bryant Young, who is still powerful and experienced. And look, I mean, he just drives right through Solomon Page. And Solomon Page is a big man. And Bryant Young drives him 5 yards into the backfield. And this man is powerful.
Bryant Young, the comeback player of the year last year. They had that broken leg.
They had to leave that titanium rod right in there. Tried to take it out in the all season. Couldn't.
Aikman on 3rd and 4. And the intended receiver Ismael slipped on the turf. So the Cowboys not able to capitalize after the fake punt. And they send out the field goal unit. This will be a 41-yard attempt for the rookie Tim Cedar, who was perfect on the year, 5 of 5. Cedar now 6 for 6. Connecting on the field goal from 40 yards out. And the Cowboys have tied the score at 3.
What if it were true? What if a car company really did start from scratch? Really did change the way cars were made? The way cars were sold? What if they really did treat you differently? What if it were all true?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Howie. What are you doing?
Counting.
Counting what?
All this cool stuff I got on my shopping spree at Radio Shack.
Shopping? You hate shopping.
Not when it's...
Oh!
Get $400 to use toward anything in the store when you sign up for or switch to fast, reliable MSN Internet access from Microsoft at Radio Shack.
Howie, come on, stop it.
We're not the same company we were 10 years ago. In some ways we're older, other ways newer. Today we make 2 different car lines. We have more people, more resources. But there are things that haven't changed. Those are what make us different. Those are what make us Saturn.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Saturn, now with 2 distinctively different car lines, the L Series and S Series. By Radio Shack, you've got questions, we've got answers. By Northwestern Mutual Financial Network, are you there yet? And by Gateway, in Gateway Country, people rule.
Tim, I know you're an outdoorsman. Would you ever get on one of those?
No, but I'd eat one of them. Oof. On Friday night.
I know you will. I think you did this past Friday.
I ate a good part of one.
Kevin Williams, Jonas Lewis back deep. Awaiting Micah Noor's kickoff. Tied at 3. Early second quarter. Here's Williams from the 6. And he is forced out of bounds by Izell Reese after an 11-yard return.
Kevin Williams on the return. Izell Reese on the tackle.
49ers will start from their own 17-yard line. Jeff Garcia has completed only one of his last 6 pass attempts. The Cowboys scoring drive, 9 plays, 57 yards. Cedar connecting from 40. And the key play, the 26-yard gain on the fake punt by Dexter Coakley. Terrell Owens in motion from the 17-yard line. Charlie Garner up to the 20, a gain of 3 on first down.
And so far, the 49ers run game has been the best thing about their offense this game. They're averaging about 8 yards a carry. You know, Garner didn't get 8 on that play there. But when that works for you, you just want to keep going to it. Because when it works, then it also opens up your play-action passing game.
Garner 5 carries, 40 yards. Garcia on 2nd and 7, swings it out to Garner, and he picks up the first down. Chased out of bounds at the 29-yard line by Kareem Larimore, a gain of 8.
Defensively, the Cowboys are going to have to account for Charlie Garner. Because what happens is he gets out here, and there's a tremendous amount of space out here with no defenders. If we could stop the tape, I mean, look, there's too much real estate out there for Kareem Larimore or anyone else to cover when Garner's got that ball in his hands.
Garner finished 3rd in the NFL last year in total yards. Off the play fake. Garcia airing it out, looking for Owens. Ryan McNeil on the coverage.
And this is just really nice coverage by Ryan McNeil. And a lot of people haven't even thrown the ball his way because he has really come in. Watch, he gets inside position on Owens. He gets one little jam, and now watch him turn and run with Owens. And he turns his head. He looks back just at the right moment. It's just textbook.
Second and 10 from the 28. The delay to Garner, and he spins across the 30, still on his feet, taken down at the 34-yard line, a gain of 5. And for an update on the Eagles and the Saints, we'll send it to the Fox Network Center and JB.
Kenny and Tim, the Eagles capitalized on a 10-play, 88-yard drive as McNabb finds Chad Lewis a 16-yard strike, all tied in Nolans at 7. Back to Kenny and Tim.
Donovan McNabb, JP, is one of those really talented young quarterbacks. He's going to just, he's like Garcia. He's just going to get better and better.
Garcia on 3rd and 5, over the middle. Terrell Owens makes the catch for the first down in Cowboys territory at the Dallas 42. Darren Woodson made the tackle, a gain of 24.
Well, the Cowboys gamble on this one. They send their linebackers, and so Darren Woodson is isolated man-to-man. See the blitzing linebackers coming from the outside? And so Woodson's got Terrell Owens by himself, and Owens just uses his body position. He just gets inside on this slant, and he's a big physical guy, so he's not afraid to catch the ball in there and then take a hit.
Rice in motion from the Cowboys 42. The inside handoff to Garner. Inside the 35 to the 34. He picks up 8 more yards.
And you can see why you need to bring more than one guy to tackle Charlie Garner. Because watch what happens here. First of all, his acceleration is outstanding. He gets to the second level here really quick. And then he gets popped by a safety. Watch him spin. Bang. He spins when he gets popped. And if you don't have 2 or 3 other guys there to tackle him, he's still running.
53 yards on the ground for Garner. 2nd and 2. It's Garner again. Looks to be just shy of the first down marker. Charlie Garner, who spent his first 5 years in Philadelphia. And the 49ers last year, led by Garner, led the National Football League in rushing.
And he played with pain too. I mean, he had a lot of injuries last year. He had the rib injuries. Found out he had broken ribs. So he's had a knock that he hasn't been able to stay healthy. And last year he didn't stay healthy. He just kept playing with it. And this year he's got an ankle too that's bothering him, but he just keeps playing with it.
3rd and 1. Garcia off the play fake, looking for Owens, and a penalty marker. Ryan McNeil on the coverage, along with George Teague, and a penalty flag in the corner of the end zone.
Remember, we talked before, Kenny, about the play action, and if you get the run going, it opens up the pass.
Number 31, defense. The pass interference occurred in the end zone. Ball will be placed on the 1-yard line. Touchdown.
George Teague, the guilty party.
And I don't think it was George Teague who had the interference. I think it was Ryan McNeil. I think you're going to see that. Now, Teague's up here on the top. He's over the top. And there's Ryan McNeil, 47. And watch McNeil. Yep, that's pass interference because he gets his hand on Terrell Owens' arm, and he restricts that arm.
Yeah, Jeff Triplett announced 31, but it was 47. Here's Garcia with the toss, and Rice dropped it. Second drop of the game by the great Jerry Rice.
Well, there was a lot made of Jerry Rice's statement this week to the media where he said, you know, maybe it's time to start giving these younger guys, J.J. Stokes, Terrell Owens, Ty Street, some opportunities. And here is a perfect opportunity, and one boy, I've seen that happen when I've been out on the field more times than I wish to remember, where Jerry Rice just catches it and scoots right into the end zone.
2nd and goal. Charlie Garner in for the touchdown. His first rushing touchdown this season.
That's a nice job by Fred Beasley, the fullback, who all he has to do is get a little piece of the linebacker. He's just got to slow Darren Hambrick down just a touch. Watch it here. And he gets just enough to slow him down, and Garner's too fast.
Ritchie for the point after. (10-3) 49ers, set up by the pass interference call. Garner runs it in from 1 yard out.
Our flight's delayed.
Oh, come on. Collect.
Yo, hey, kid. Dial 1-800-COLLECT and you'll save Mom at least $1 or $2.
Save $1 or $2?
Oh, she'll love that.
Only if she likes saving money. Don't forget.
Forget? For a collect call, dial 1-800-COLLECT.
I have 5 words for you.
You're cute. You're coming with us.
What's going on?
Woohoo! Wow!
Let's ride. 1-800-COLLECT. Save $1 or $2.
Hey, Steve. Throw me a Miller Lite. Throw me a Miller Lite. Throw me a Miller Lite. Toss me the remote. Hey, Peanuts. Oh.
Grab the unbreakable plastic bottle from Miller Lite.
I'm such a klutz.
I'm Dan. It's Miller time.
I'm okay. Ladies and gentlemen, check it out, John. Back by popular demand. Check it out, John. Are they crazy? Once again. Check it out, John. Automated on the fade. Check it out.
The NFL customized jersey. Choose any team, any name, any number. Call 1-877-NFL-SHOP.
Maxim Magazine declares Dark Angel hands down the coolest new show on TV. From James Cameron, Dark Angel. Premieres Tuesday, October 3rd at 9, 8 Central on Fox.
Well, this just moments ago during the commercial, Jerry Rice upset on the 49ers sidelines, pushes away fellow wide receiver Terrell Owens. and then involved in an animated discussion with head coach Steve Mariucci. Rice with 2 drops today.
Yeah, and I'm sure that that is a result of Rice's extreme frustration.
But the 49ers do have the lead, 10-3 over the Cowboys. Short kick is picked up at the 20-yard line by the former 49er, Brandon Noble. And he returns at 8 yards. We'll return to Texas Stadium in a moment.
We didn't have to offer side impact airbags on all our new cars. We didn't have to make those airbags the kind that are designed to help protect your head, just like the ones that come in Mercedes and Volvo. We didn't have to. That said, we did.
South to south pit. Stroke. Check. Check.
We do not help kids one by one here. Too many of them, too few of us.
This is the profession that I have chosen as a career, which I happen to think is a noble one.
They don't want to learn. They don't want to listen.
Appeal to them, inspire them. You're a teacher.
That's why I must make it a rule right here and right now. Wear a bra for the good of the country.
What is going on?
Lipschitz told them to wear their brassieres for the good of their country. Turns out they're all a bunch of communist sluts.
You don't have any idea how powerful you are. Things you do in that classroom, some of those kids are going to remember 50 years from now.
Fox is proud to present David E. Kelley's Boston Public.
Those people sitting there, they're teachers. And when a school is lucky enough to get people like that, you don't let go.
Boston Public premieres Monday, October 23rd at 8, 7 Central on Fox. This fall, Robert Downey Jr. joins the cast of Ally McBeal.
I should have knocked.
The new season begins Monday, October 23rd on Fox.
Just under 7 minutes remaining, second quarter. 49ers have the lead, 10-3 over the Cowboys. A 9-play, 83-yard drive. And the key play, the 32-yard pass interference call on Ryan McNeil. Cowboys start from their own 28. Ismail in motion. On first down, Emmitt Smith, and for the third straight carry, it looked as if Smith would be in for a loss, but a good second effort, and he gains 2 up to the 30.
A nice penetration by the 49ers defensive line. Anthony Pleasant got right into the backfield, and again, I think the Cowboys really, especially down now 10-3, want to start stretching the field. They want to take advantage of those young cornerbacks and young safeties in the 49ers secondary.
On 2nd and 8, off the pump fake, Aikman's pass incomplete. Wow. He was looking for the rocket.
That was some serious pass coverage by John Engelberger. The 49ers came aggressively with the blitz on Troy Aikman. They blitz Schulters right up the center of the field. Watch the pressure come on Troy Aikman. And when you're going to blitz up the center like that, you have to drop off a defensive lineman, and that's Engelberger. And once that ball is past the receiver, he can bump into him.
Engelberger, the second-round pick out of Virginia Tech, making his first NFL start. 3rd and 8. Aikman's pass picked off. Aikman intercepted by Julian Peterson, the rookie from Michigan State, and he was ruled down. It's not a touchdown. He was ruled down after the interception. His second interception of the season.
49ers again, they come with the blitz. They put the pressure on Aikman. And he throws this right into Peterson's hands. Peterson with great speed. Watch the blitz come here from the outside. And that's what springs Jeff Posey. No one blocks Posey. So he comes absolutely unabated to the quarterback. Watch it. Watch him come right through here. Look at that. No one even touches him. It's a nice blitz by the 49ers. Nice call by Jim Mora. And a bad rush throw by Troy Aikman.
On first down from the 28. Garcia connects with Charlie Garner. And he scoots down to the 17-yard line, a gain of 11 before he was finally brought down by Darren Hambrick.
And Derek Deese and Ray Brown did a really nice job of blocking for Charlie Garner on that screen. And they got themselves out there, they got themselves in position, and they just started knocking guys around like it was some kind of a bar fight. Watch them. Watch both these guys. They're going to pull out here. Here they come. Oh, watch Deese. Watch Deese right there. Look at that. He just knocks a guy, knocks two more guys down. I mean, that's what you do on a screen. You get in space and you start swinging.
From the 17-yard line, Garner inside the 10, down to the 8. Ryan McNeil forced him out, a gain of 9.
That is not an easy thing for defensive end Greg Ellis to do for the Cowboys. But you must remember that if you have contained with Charlie Garner, you can't for a minute think that that thing's going to go inside, because as soon as you stop your feet moving, he's going to dip inside and he's going to beat you to the corner. See that right there? You see him, he peeks inside and now it's over. So if you're on the outside, you've got to stay home with Garner's speed.
2nd and 1 from the 8. Garcia to Jerry Rice, his first catch of the game. He picks up the first down.
That looked like the same kind of bootleg pass that we saw Jerry Rice drop just a few minutes ago. And I think that's a good call. I think that that's what you want to do. You know, you've got Jerry Rice, and you don't. Steve Mariucci doesn't want him to be frustrated. I mean, he has the respect of his teammates around him, and you want his head into the game. And that's how you do it. You get the ball back in his hands.
Rice extends his NFL record. He's caught a pass in 213 consecutive games. The inside handoff to Garner, and he fights down to the 2-yard line. So it will be 2nd and goal. Under 4 minutes remaining, second quarter. A strong performance by the 49ers defense. The interception by Julian Peterson setting up this goal-to-go situation. 87 total yards for Charlie Garner. Second and goal from the 2. As Garner is stopped. Good effort by the Cowboys. A loss of a yard. George Teague, the first Cowboy to meet Garner.
And that was a nice job by the Cowboys defense right up the center. And that's really where the pride of a defense begins. I mean, if you can't hold this territory here, then you've got nothing. And Baron Wortham, 57, the middle linebacker, is the guy. There he is right there. He's the guy that really held that thing up. He stuffed fullback Fred Beasley and stuffed up that play.
Third and goal. Garcia off the play fake, rolling right, has the touchdown. Terrell Owens. Where's he going?
Right to the center of the stadium.
Right to the Dallas Cowboys logo. He looks skyward through the opening of the roof. His third touchdown of the year.
Kenny, we talked about it before. Here's Larimore. He's got him. You see Larimore? He's peeking inside because he sees play action. The 49ers have had success running. They fake the run, and the pass is wide open.
And the 49ers have extended their lead. 17-3, San Francisco.
They went to the same B school. All had bright ideas. Each started his own business the same year. So why is one company going global while the others are just getting going? Some people already know our financial representatives excel at a lot more than life insurance. Northwestern Mutual Financial Network. Are you there yet?
Frost brewed Coors Light. Nice choice.
Thanks.
Nothing like some ice cold Rocky Mountain perfection to wet your whistle.
Yeah, you sure know a lot about beer. Come here often?
I haven't missed a game yet.
Really? Whoa. Could this get any better? Wow.
You're spilling your beer.
She's a beer man.
Your beer.
Whoa.
This new car was going to be different from anything Saturn ever built. It was going to be bigger, more powerful, more luxurious, more everything. And while creating an entirely separate plant may not have been absolutely necessary, it was the right thing to do. Welcome to the factory, the Saturn L Series built.
By day, they're playing the stock market. By night, they're playing each other.
Oh, God.
The Street premieres Wednesday, November 1st on Fox.
Terrell Owens extending the 49ers lead, his third touchdown catch of the year. And the Niners are out on top over the Cowboys 17-3.
If we thought the Cowboys offense needed to open it up before, now they really do. I mean, they need to get a touchdown here and get back into this football game, and they need to do it with their deep passing game.
Chris Akins bobbled the kickoff. It's picked up by Michael Wiley. And Wiley takes it out to the 18-yard line. A 17-yard return. Terry Jackson made the stop.
Kenny, let's take another look at that Niners touchdown. And again, you're going to see on the right side here, watch the play action to Beasley, and then Larimore sticks his nose in there. He thinks it's run. I mean, anybody who sees this would think it's run. Look at that action right there. And then there's Larimore looking, and it's too late. It's over. Terrell Owens has made the move to the outside, and Garcia just dumped it perfectly.
And from the we never thought we would hear this department, Troy Aikman booed by the crowd as he ran back out to the field. There were chants of Randall following the interception. Aikman's pass is caught, so the boos turn to cheers as Aikman hits Rocket Ismail for a gain of 33.
This is what they need to do. Get this passing game going. You see the timing there. You see the quick release by Troy Aikman. Ismail just runs a quick slant pattern, and the ball is there, delivered perfectly into his hands before the rush can even get to him. Watch it right here. Watch Ismail breaks to the inside, and there's the ball. They really, yeah, I think they babied Aikman a little bit at the beginning. They need to open this thing up.
Off the play fake, Aikman to the fullback, Thomas. Another first down for the Cowboys. Robert Thomas down to the 35. A gain of 14 more yards as we hit the 2-minute warning. John Keith and Ahmed Plummer made the tackle. 1:59 remaining in the first half from Dallas.
Fox NFL Sunday. Brought to you by Visa, the preferred card of the NFL. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
There's a little town where people work just once a week. And all the locals know your name.
Hey, Steve. Junior, the usual? You know it.
This town's called NFL.com, and you can be there with the new Smart Visa cards with remarkable chip technology. Because with Visa, you can buy anything from NFL.com, where they don't take American Express, not even Blue.
In this country, people have certain inalienable rights. The right to customize technology at a fair price. The right to learn how to do amazing things with it. The right to a computer that's up to date. To technical support anywhere, anytime. To try out everything and buy nothing. So may it ever be. In Gateway Country, people rule. Call 1-800-GATEWAY.
Did you ever wake up in the middle of the night thinking somebody was in your house?
Suppose that all those times you thought you heard a footstep, you really did.
From the creators of the Blair Witch Project, Freaky Links premieres Friday, October 6th at 9/8 Central on Fox.
The Cowboys on the move, trailing by 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10 upcoming from the San Francisco 35.
And they're doing it with that quick timing pass game. That's what they just keep it rolling. That's what they've got to keep doing.
Chris Brazzell, number 85, has checked in at wide receiver for the Cowboys. Aikman off the pump fake is looking for Brazzell in the end zone. Penalty markers. Monty Montgomery had the coverage on Brazzell. We saw the pass interference call on the other end, leading to the 49ers touchdown. And now the Cowboys will have 1st and goal on the 1.
And the problem Monty Montgomery has is he never looks
interference.
back.
24, defense. The foul occurred in the end zone. Ball will be placed to the 1-yard line. 1st down.
Watch it here. Now, Troy Aikman gives a good pump fake, and he tries to freeze Montgomery. So Brazzell's got him outrun, and Montgomery just climbs all over him. Good call.
Smith, touchdown. He's going to the center of the field too. Takes one out of the Terrell Owens book and glances over to the 49ers sideline.
I like the challenge. You gotta love the spirit of Emmitt Smith.
He said, "This is our logo.
This is our house," is what he said.
His 2nd touchdown of the year, his 138th career rushing touchdown, more than anyone in the history of the NFL. Is Emmitt fired up or what?
Well, this is exactly what the Dallas Cowboys needed to get back into this game mentally. They needed to open up the passing game. They did. They got the ball on the 1-yard line. They needed to pound it in behind Larry Allen with Emmitt Smith, and they did. So they used on this scoring drive their best weapons. They used Aikman's quick passing game, and they used Smith's power running.
And you talk about answering right back, a 3-play, 83-yard drive.
And Emmitt Smith looking at Terrell Owens, who put his touchdown ball in the star in the center of the field. And he is a little angry. It's like he got a scorpion dropped down the back of his shorts.
Or at least down his back.
Somewhere. He's not.
Well, the crowd fired up. 49ers lead is now 17-10. Kevin Williams from the 2-yard line. And Williams is tripped up. The Dallas native upended at the 16, only a 14-yard return.
Wait a minute. I don't think he was down. This is going to be a touchdown. I don't know.
Was he ruled down?
Well, I know some of the officials didn't think he was.
Remember, we're in the last 2 minutes, so this can only be challenged by the replay officials up in the booth. The coaches cannot challenge in the final 2 minutes.
I never heard a whistle from up here. I never heard the whistle. I mean, you have to play to the whistle. No. Maybe Jeff Triplett's whistle was broken.
ruling is a down by contact. We are reviewing the ruling on the field.
So the officials in the replay booth will take a look at it. The question is, was Williams down by contact? Now, when he was down, when his knees were down, he was not touched by a Cowboy.
Right. I don't think he was driven into him either.
No.
And he was smart to just keep running because, again, I didn't hear a whistle.
His knees did hit the turf, but he was not touched by a Cowboy. Jeff Triplett, the referee,
well,
in communication with the replay booth.
If the ruling is that he was down by contact, if that's what's the ruling on the field, then that's not reviewable. That's just going to have to stand as the call.
By rule, a ruling down by contact is not a reviewable play inside of 2 minutes. The player was touched down by contact, ruled at the 17-yard line.
So it is not a touchdown, and the 49ers will start from their own 17-yard line. So Garcia and the 49ers go to work from their own 17-yard line, leading the Cowboys 17-10. Three wide receivers set. Penalty marker on the play as Charlie Garner takes the handoff. It's holding against the 49ers.
Holding 62 offense. Penalties decline. Second down.
Well, coming up on the Visa Halftime Report, JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris will bring you scores and highlights from around the National Football League, as well as the Fox Sports Ticker, which will provide up-to-the-second stats. That's all coming up on the Visa Halftime Report.
Of course, the reason the Cowboys declined that penalty was to make it second down and try to get this ball back with some pretty good field position.
No gain on the previous play. Second and 10. Garner up the middle, first down and more. Out to the 32-yard line, a pickup of 14.
With Charlie Garner, doesn't need much room at all. But his offensive line gives him just a little bit of a seam. And he runs it right up through there.
Garcia off the pump fake. Taken down at the 34-yard line after a gain of 1. Under 1 minute remaining in the second quarter as Garcia took it out to the 34. Clock now down to 40 seconds remaining in the half. Each team with 3 timeouts remaining. Here's Garner on 2nd and 7. Picks up another first down. Big yardage into Cowboys territory. And now the 49ers stop the clock. Garcia calls timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
And the whole Dallas defense is thinking pass. And so they're playing soft. And they're all off. And there's a seam right up the center. And now it's a nice job by the safety, Darren Woodson, to bring this one down. Now, the thing about Garner is he's got such great quickness and change of direction in the open field that this play for the 49ers is almost as dangerous to the Dallas defense as a pass.
Garner gained 16 yards on the play. 97 yards on the ground in the first half for Charlie Garner. 49ers with 2 timeouts remaining. 15 seconds to go, leading by 7.
And this is where the 49ers are going to want to put that ball up to either Stokes, J.J. Stokes, or Terrell Owens right near the sideline. Let them use their big body to out-leap a cornerback and then get out of bounds.
3 wide receivers downfield. Garcia's pass intended for J.J. Stokes. He took a hard hit from Joe Bowden.
But J.J. Stokes was another 49er receiver that said he wanted to get that ball in his hands more. And he has an opportunity to right here and just doesn't catch it. And then Bowden just says, it's my territory in here.
Second and 10 from midfield. 10 seconds remaining in the half. High snap. Garcia under pressure. And he throws it out of bounds. So the 49ers will have time for one final play. '49ers leading 17-10. Five seconds to go, first half. 4 wide receivers in the game. Rice, Owens, Stokes, and Ty Streets. Garcia airing it out. Knocked down in the end zone by Izell Reese. And that will do it for the first half. An entertaining second quarter. 49ers leading at 17-10. The Visa halftime report is next after this and a word from your local station.
It's coming. The new Fox Tuesday with the all singing, all dancing, all
revealing new season of That 70s Show.
Donna, get out!
Whoa, whoa. Not so fast, Lori.
It's That 70s Show's rockin' season premiere. Then,
yes, Father,
share the love. On the season premiere of Titus. It all starts October 3rd at 8/7 Central on the new Fox 2.
It's a long road to the Olympic Games, and Chevy is driving towards the goal during the final days of the Chevrolet U.S. Olympic Countdown. Don't miss your chance to get up to $2,500 cash back or low APR financing on select 2000 Chevy trucks. These offers won't last. It all ends October 2nd. Hurry to the final days of the Chevrolet U.S. Olympic Countdown at your local Chevy dealer today.
Presenting the best minivan ever. The only one available with power sliding doors and a power hatch. Nothing else is remotely like it. The all-new Dodge Grand Caravan. Different.
Deals like these won't last long.
on America's best-selling cars and trucks during the final days of Ford's authorized clearance. Lease a fun-to-drive 2000 Focus SE for just $219 a month, or buy one with low 4.9% financing. That's a $219 lease or low 4.9 financing. Now, while selection is best. But hurry, the Ford authorized clearance is in its final days. These deals end soon. See your local Ford dealer today.
We at GMC are proud to sponsor the U.S. Olympic athletes who, like us, have worked to achieve higher standards. And now, during our GMC U.S. Olympic Countdown, get $1,000 cash back on select 2000 Sierras, $2,000 back on Sonomas, and up to $2,500 back on select Jimmys. Great cash back offers on trucks built with the dedication that make them professional grade. Because when you're committed to what you do, it shows in the results. Hurry in before October 2nd for best selection on remaining 2000 models.
Your home for the Cowboys is Fox 16. Halftime Report is brought to you by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
And welcome to those of you who've been watching San Francisco and Dallas to the Visa halftime. San Francisco up top, 17-10 in that contest there. Charlie Garner, 100 total yards.
Welcome back, Troy. Good to have you back in the lineup. Aikman, though, right off the bat has problem looking left, blitz control. No one sees it, but Troy turns around, throws too late to the backside, intercepted this time by Julian Peterson. 10-3, 49ers. Garcia, play action, rolls right. Terrell Owens, touchdown from 3 yards. Terrell, what are you doing? Where are you going? I'm going to the middle of the field. I'm going to show off, and I'm going to tick off the Dallas Cowboys, because watch this. Emmitt Smith, over, left side, 1 yard touchdown run, gives him 159 on the year to the middle of the field. Not my house, you don't. There you go. 17-10, though, 49ers over the Cowboys, Howie.
I can't believe how you sucked up to Troy just then anyway.
Hey, I like
Kurt
Troy.
Warner. You sucked up to him, too, didn't you?
I suck up that. You know what? That's my job. I just big old Hoover. All right. Zahazi Hakeem, look, Hazi Hakeem signals for fair catch. Dexter McCleon, watch this, pushes John Dale Cardi in the back. Cardi, yeah. Now McCleon then, he ends up getting the penalty. Bob Christian recovers. Atlanta then, the next play, Jamal Anderson, 3-yard touchdown run. Little dance, give the ball to your mama. Exactly, good job, Jamal. 7-0. Atlanta Falcons, but back comes Warner. Isaac Bruce, 14-yard skinny post. 10-7. Warner, remember, 414 yards in Super Bowl 34 and 2 touchdowns. Remember that last year? Torrey Holt, 80-yard touchdown reception. They blitz Warner. You don't want to do that. Rams 17-10 over the Falcons, Chris.
Meanwhile, in New Orleans,
Jeff Blake. Play action? No. Scramble play action, rolls right. Linebackers drop deep. That's what you do. Tuck it, keep it. 10-yard touchdown, scramble 7-0. Having a big first half. Donovan McNabb, the young man out of Syracuse, almost falls down. Finally, 16-yard scoring strike to Chad Lewis, his tight end. And back again, Charlie Johnson on the post. Good job again by McNabb. Johnson, remember, from Pittsburgh, 21-yard touchdown pass. 14-7, Eagles.
Bobby Ross does not have a smile here, but yet he should have one.
Charlie Batch back, looks right, pumps, fires late, and pump. He just turns and fires to Johnny Morton. Safety got out of position. 13-yard touchdown, 7-0 line. Batch, after hitting Jermaine Crowell on a 36-yard touchdown, it was reversed, called back. Okay, next play. I used to do this all the time, Howie. 36-yard touchdown again to Jermaine Crowell. Lions 14-0. Hey, Bears offense, somebody wake them up.
All right, folks, the Dolphins defense.
That's good stuff there.
Once again, shining nicely, 10-3. The Dolphins lead in that one. The Steelers have lost 9 of their last 10, right now trailing by 4 to the Tennessee Titans. And the Bengals. Chris, what's the deal? 6 total yards by your Bengals.
Stop kicking my dog, man. My dog's in pain.
Everybody else is. I can't believe that this guy says Troy Aikman should not be starting. And what does he do during the highlights?
So good to have Troy back.
He's a good buddy of mine.
You make an opinion, you bury it, and you move on. You don't take it personal. Now the job, he's back. I'm glad he's back. I like Troy. What do you get? You guys are trying to stir stuff up.
What do you think of that 49er game?
How about that 49? Terrell Owens did one of the, my mom told me don't call anybody dumb. One of the silliest things I have ever seen. That game was over. It was over right there. Up 17-3. They're looking great, and all of a sudden you go in somebody else's building, show off on their star, and get the other team fired up. They came out with Emmett, with Troy, and they went right down the field. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'll tell you, last week the Dallas Cowboys showed just how much emotion plays a part in this National Football League when that pregame scuffle with Hambrick, that linebacker, before the teams took the field, and Terrell Owens could be serving notice to the Dallas Cowboys it's time to wake up again.
If you're going to stir somebody's house up, only do it in Cincinnati where you don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean?
How are the Steelers doing this year anyway?
And the Visa halftime continues after this.
Visa is proud to celebrate the fans this season. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be. The Division Series on Fox begins October 4th.
Barcode on your neck, Max. I know who you are. I know who you're running from.
Critics are calling Dark Angel a sleek sci-fi thriller, instantly addicting. Hands down the coolest new show on TV.
Let me go! No, don't let me go!
From Academy Award winner James Cameron comes the 2-hour television event.
Come on, you're not even trying.
Dark Angel premieres Tuesday, October 3rd at 9, 8 Central on Fox.
I think it's got to have tradition. You have to have some things that have happened in the past.
New York versus Miami. Philly and Dallas.
The Tennessee Titans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars right now.
I would give up an entire Sunday afternoon just to see that matchup.
Good rivalry. Somebody has to get their butts kicked.
Al Gore against George Bush.
Marshall Faulk versus Eddie George.
Just two monsters going at each other. Bucks and whoever in the Super Bowl. Two kick-butt teams.
That's a great rivalry. Let the best man win.
What makes a good rivalry?
17-10 halftime lead for the 49ers over the Cowboys. Moments ago, our Mike Ducey caught up with San Francisco head coach Steve Mariucci.
Coach, given the way your defense has played so far this year and the troubles you've had, how happy are you with the defensive performance in the first half for today?
Well, obviously, I'm pleased to be ahead 17-10 here at halftime. We're sure playing hard on defense, and we got to continue to do that second half.
Offensively, Garner's run the ball well. Is that the key to continued success on that side of the ball?
Well, that helps us keep our defense off the field, so we've got to make some first downs and have some time of possession to help out our young defense.
Again, second half keys, other than Charlie Garner running the football, to getting your first win. What do you have to do?
Well, we just have to play smart football. We can't turn it over, obviously, and we've got to keep stopping them on defense. We're playing real well right now.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Let's go back to Kenny and Tim upstairs.
Thanks, Mike. 7-point lead for the 49ers. Will return for the second half kickoff after these messages from your local Fox station.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
Whether you're a .com, a non-com, a hot mom, whether you got a stockpile or a rock pile, your wild southern soul is about to feel different. Every minute in your Dodge is a minute worth living.
It's got the only available V8 in its class. 4 big doors, big room, and now a big cash allowance. Dodge Dakota Quad Cab. In a word, it's big.
Stop. Look. Buy. $1,500 cash back plus low 0.9% financing on Ford Explorer now during the final days of Ford's authorized clearance. You've waited for the best offer of the year. Choose from a large selection, but hurry. Get $1,500 plus 0.9 on Ford Explorer or get 3.9% financing on Expedition. You've waited to buy. Save now during the final days of Ford's authorized clearance only at your local Ford dealer.
Okay, I'm going digital. Geez, all you guys do is work. It's lunchtime. You deserve something fresh from Subway. I'm talking to you, Bruno. Listen up. Check these out.
Upgrade your lunch with our new Subway Selects, each with a unique sauce. Steak and cheese with spicy Southwest sauce, roast beef with horseradish sauce, the tangy honey mustard melt, and more. All on fresh-baked gourmet breads. Which one do you want?
I love technology.
Subway. Eat fresh.
Yes. There we go. You're mine. Yeah, you.
Sweet. Looks good to me.
Tiger may never get into the Olympic Games, but at least he can get into an Olympic Edition Regal.
Looks like I got the gold.
Check out the Olympic Edition Regal or get $1,500 to $3,000 closeout cash on all remaining new 2000 Buicks.
Tonight, stay tuned for a classic episode of The X-Files at 9.
NFL.com, your source for game day coverage.
This is a big game. We got to take it one play at a time. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Let's go.
Up-to-the-minute live stats.
No place like first.
Live radio coverage.
Whiteley won't go down. Whiteley.
And post-game features.
No one knows how much this means.
On Sundays, watch your game and follow the rest of the action on NFL.com. Live radio coverage and post-game features.
No one knows how much this means.
On Sundays, watch your game and follow the rest of the action on NFL.com.
7-point halftime lead for quarterback Jeff Garcia and the San Francisco 49ers over the Dallas Cowboys. Kenny Albert along with Tim Green. Charlie Garner, big first half, and both teams capitalized on long pass interference calls.
Yeah, Garner's got almost 100 yards, and not only does that give them time on the ground and eat up the clock, it's also opened up the play-action passing. And then for the Cowboys, we finally saw their offense get to where they've got to be. They've got to push the ball downfield as they did on their scoring drive right before halftime.
And we'll take a look now at the first half numbers.
Well, there you see the rush yards that the 49ers have. That's really been most of their offense. But they also had a passing touchdown that came off of the play action to Terrell Owens because of the focus on Garner. And then over here, the passing yards for the Cowboys, 102. That's what they've got to do. They have to keep attacking that young 49ers secondary if they want to win this football game.
Mike Ganor getting set to kick off. And the second half is underway from Dallas. Kevin Williams from the 2-yard line. Williams cutting right across the 20. Taken down at the 26-yard line. Chris Brazel made the special teams tackle for the Cowboys.
Well, Kenny, Troy Aikman started this game out kind of sluggishly, and then he had the interception, and Garcia was able to take advantage and drive his team into the end zone. But you look at Aikman's numbers have come back pretty nicely besides the interception, and it's really Garcia whose completion percentage is down a little bit. But he's also had, Garcia's had 3 balls I can remember dropped, 2 by Jerry Rice, 1 by J.J. Stokes.
Garcia has been at 60% or better in each of the first 3 games. Here's Garner, and Charlie Garner goes over the 100-yard mark for the 9th time in his career. He did it 3 times last year. Garner 97 yards in the first half and 5 more on that carry.
And I'll be surprised if the Cowboys defense doesn't start to commit Darren Woodson, the strong safety, up to the line to build an 8-man front and shut Garner down.
There's Woodson, the 5-time Pro Bowler.
And remember, the reason they keep the safeties out is to help the cornerbacks.
Quick drop, 2nd and 5. Garcia hits the fullback, Fred Beasley, but he was met immediately by Darren Woodson, a gain of just 1.
And that's exactly what the Cowboys did. And they have to, because Garner has been chewing them up pretty good today. And so you've got to bring Darren Woodson right up into the action. So he's right up there on the line of scrimmage, and because he's there, he's able to make this tackle. Wasn't a run play, but the short pass almost becomes a run.
Mike Zimmer, the Cowboys defensive coordinator. 3rd and 4 off the play fake. Garcia airing it out, and wide open is Jerry Rice. And Rice takes it into the end zone. 67 yards, the 181st score of Rice's career. More than any other player in the history of the NFL. Is 170th through the air, 181 in all. And the 49ers extend their lead.
Well, Felipe Sparks was the man with the coverage. He's locked up on Jerry Rice, and Sparks ends up on the ground. He trips on Jerry Rice's feet, and Rice is wide open, and Garcia finds him. Sparks comes in to replace Kareem Larimore, the rookie.
Sparks, the longtime Giant, signed at the end of the preseason by the Cowboys, and he was beaten by Rice for the touchdown.
Pay too much for airfare, and there's nothing left for the vacation. Fly Southwest coast to coast for $99 or less one way. Available only at Southwest.com. Purchased by September 28th and travel by January 7th.
You are now free to move about the country.
At IBM.com, we sell a full line of Unix servers, like the B50. It's affordable, stackable, perfect for starting your e-business. We also sell the world's fastest web server, the S80. This one fits almost anywhere. The other one, well...
Keep it coming. Keep it... Stop.
Closing the door.
Oh, boy.
I like...
Oh, someone hit the button.
Elevator up to code.
I'm very uncomfortable with this. I can't reach the button, so...
You might need to make a little space.
Leon, I think your hand is... yeah, there you go.
I like the likes of you. I like the things you do. I mean, I like the likes of you. I like the likes of you.
Fox NFL Sunday. Brought to you by Toyota. More choices, better selections. Experience Toyota today.
The sold-out crowd here at Texas Stadium silenced by the 68-yard touchdown pass from Jeff Garcia to Jerry Rice. 49ers lead is back up to a pair of touchdowns. Richie's kickoff bounces out of bounds, so the Cowboys will get it at their own 40.
Kickoff out of bounds, kicking team. The ball will be placed at 30 yards from the spot of the kick. First down.
And Kenny, just like the other passing touchdown, watch the play action here, and the play action, the fake run, freezes the safeties so that Felipe Sparks is isolated man-to-man with Jerry Rice. See the run action there over here? And that's what draws the safeties up. So when Felipe Sparks trips, Jerry Rice is wide open with no one between him and the end zone.
Second touchdown pass of the day for Jeff Garcia. 2 of his 9 completions have been scores. Now the Cowboys start from their own 40-yard line. Dallas's last drive, 3 plays, 83 yards and a touchdown. Evan Smith bottled up again. So Jeff Garcia and the 49ers looking for their first win of the year after starting 0-3 for the first time since 1979, and they lead by 14.
And you know, the Cowboys really need this win too. I mean, they were 0-2, and then they won the big game Monday night against the Redskins, so they said, well, this is the real Cowboys. But if they're going to lose and drop one to the 49ers who come in here 0-3 with the last-ranked defense, it's going to be crushing to their self-identity.
Aikman calls timeout with the play clock winding down early third quarter with the 49ers on top.
Hey guys, check this out.
Wow. How do you think it got here?
I don't know. What do you think we should do with it?
We can't leave it here. Well, is it dead?
I don't know. See if it's cold.
Go.
Huh? It's cold.
Getting lucky? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Push, guys, push. Come on.
It's your umbrella. A great escape. Your concert hall. It's your car. Keep it going longer with Midas. New expanded services, more genuine Midas parts, a nationwide lifetime guarantee. Even if the part wears out, we're more than mufflers. We're a new way to keep a good thing going. Go Midas.
One team's portrait of victory was another's heartbreak. The bitter taste lingers. Keyshawn and the Bucks. Davis and the Redskins. It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader next week. This This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Don't miss the return of That 70s Show, followed by Titus. Back-to-back season premieres coming your way Tuesday, October 3rd at 8, 7 Central on Fox. I know you won't miss it.
I guess I won't. A few laughs.
No laughs here in Dallas as the Cowboys trail by a pair of touchdowns for the record of 1-2.
They have got to throw the ball downfield.
2nd and 8. Aikman looking in trouble. Ball is loose, and it looks as if the 49ers have it. They do. Jeff Posey on the recovery. 2nd Dallas turnover of the game.
You know, this is a gutsy call by defensive coordinator Jim Mora for the 49ers because he blitzes on this play, and that means that these guys out here, Ahmed Plummer out here, I mean, they've got to play man-to-man. They've got to have coverage. They've got to have good coverage. And here it is on the other side. Here's Rocket Ismail and Monty Montgomery with the coverage, and I think really the pressure just comes too fast and furious, and that thing just closes down too quickly.
Renson Buckner knocked the ball free. Jeff Posey recovered it.
And the 49ers defensive line, they crushed that pocket. I mean, Aikman had receivers open downfield, but he couldn't see him. He couldn't get to him because that pocket closed so rapidly around him.
So the 49ers offense takes over at the Cowboys' 35-yard line. Already leading 24-10. Off the reverse, Jerry Rice throwing downfield for Terrell Owens, and it's broken up by George Teague.
That is outstanding discipline by George Teague. Outstanding. It's a double reverse pass. So everyone is playing the reverse. There it is. And then Jerry Rice goes to throw it. And George Teague just does a beautiful job of seeing Terrell Owens come across the defense and staying with him and playing him.
2nd and 10. Charlie Garner down to the 31-yard line, a gain of 4. So we've seen some trickery from both coaches today. The fake punt from the Cowboys earlier, and now the double reverse pass attempt by Jerry Rice.
And this is such a critical series right here, a critical set of downs for the Cowboys defense, because they got to stop them, or otherwise this game is going to be opened up by a 21-point deficit. So whenever you have a turnover, it is so imperative for a defense to answer the call with a big play of their own.
3 wide receivers, 3rd and 6. And the 49ers keep it on the ground with Garner. Ryan McNeil makes the tackle after a gain of just 1, so the Cowboys hold.
And an excellent job by Leon Lett. Leon Lett had the penetration into the backfield and the control so that he doesn't give, watch him get right up into the backfield here, so he doesn't give Garner room to run. And then once he bounces him back and forces him to redirect, the rest of the Cowboys defense can use their speed to run him down.
Wade Ritchie hit from 38 earlier. This a 48-yard attempt. Ritchie's kick is good. 48-yard field goal. And the 49ers extend their lead. It is now 27-10.
Somewhere came golden from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk.
The all-new Lexus LS 430. Imagine how you'll feel driving it.
Anyway, it's fun to look back. I appreciate all the effort that's gone into this place since we started. Dave, I guess you'll be the old-timer around here. For now, I'm focusing on taking a few trips, improving my golf game.
It's about time!
Thanks, Larry. Well, goodbye. It's been fun.
Imagine what the Journal could do for you. The Wall Street Journal and WSJ.com.
Come on, let's find out what makes Randy Moss so good. I think it's his feet. I think it's his hands. I think it's his eyes. Retreat! Get away from me, play free!
Don't miss the wildest hour of pregame coverage in the business, featuring Julian Barbery's forecast and Jimmy Kimmel's upset special on America's most animated pregame show. The Fox NFL Sunday pregame show next week at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific.
This fall, meet the faculty of Boston Public.
Are you telling me that you're sexually active?
I think so, but my boyfriend thinks I should, move around more and wiggle.
Premieres Monday, October 23rd at 8/7 Central on Fox.
The 49ers in Dallas looking for their first road victory since last September, leading by 17. Wayne Ritchie's kickoff is taken by Michael Wiley, 3 yards deep. Wiley out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Pearson Prelo made the stop. 30-yard return by Wiley. Coming up on Fox Saturday Baseball, the final Saturday of the regular season. Some of you will see the Expos of the Mets, others the Blue Jays and Indians, Rangers and A's, Mariners and Angels. Check local listings for the game and time in your area. Saturday Baseball on Fox.
And who would have ever thought that Troy Aikman would be booed in this stadium walking out onto the field? It just happened.
Aikman to the end. On first down, and the pass is caught. Both times he has heard loud boos. He comes back with a long completion into 49ers territory. This time, 26 yards to McKnight.
Look at folks, all you have to do is give Troy Aikman a little bit of time and give him a receiver that's open, and he's going to complete the football. McKnight breaks right into the center of the defense, right underneath the zone, and the ball is delivered perfectly. That's what Troy Aikman does. Now, let's look at the protection. It's a little bit of a play action to slow that defensive line down. Aikman this time has a pocket to throw from.
From the 49ers, 47. Aikman's pass is caught by Ismael. He took a hard hit from Monty Montgomery after a gain of 5 yards.
But again, it's a timing pass. Look, the Cowboys have got to keep doing it. Remember they did it right before the half. I said they've got to throw the ball downfield. They've got to get this passing offense going. They did it. They went down. They scored. They've got to do the same thing now.
And as Dave Campo told us yesterday, this offense was designed for Troy Aikman. Second and 6 from the 43.
It's a blitz.
3 wide receivers. Aikman's pass incomplete. Ismael thought he was held up by Jeff Posey. No flag.
Oh, really, the 49ers have been incredibly successful with their blitzing. And you have to credit Jim Moore, the defensive coordinator, because he's chosen his blitzes carefully. And he's also, watch these guys come. He's flooding an area. See, there's only a couple blockers there, and he floods the area, and guys are coming unblocked. So Troy Aikman has to rush that pass, and it's off. The timing is off.
Third down and 6. Aikman's pass was caught and then knocked away by Jason Webster, the rookie out of Texas A&M.
And John Keith also, who's also a rookie. So here you've got Rocket Ismael, your #1 receiver out there. You deliver the ball, and a couple of rookies just pound the daylights out of him, and he drops it. I mean, these are the kind of play. You know, Aikman needs some help too.
There are 9 rookies on the 49ers defense. 3 started today's game. And they've done a terrific job. Kevin Williams back deep. End over end. Williams lets it go, and the Cowboys down it on the 1-yard line. A 42-yard hit. Chris Brazzell with a terrific special teams work for Dallas.
How do you enhance a V8 engine that produces 245 horsepower? A chassis that can haul up to 2,000 pounds? Or brakes that have 4 piston calipers? Simple. Add about 6 pounds of steel. Toyota Tundra, Motor Trend Truck of the Year, and 4-Wheel and Off-Road Magazine's 4x4 of the Year.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of the Super Bowl. By Corona and Corona Light, official sponsor of the Timeout. By Juno Online Services, join the millions. And by the Wall Street Journal and WSJ.com, Adventures in Capitalism.
Early third quarter, 49ers leading 27-10. And we take you back January of 1994 right here at Texas Stadium. The NFC Championship game. Emmitt Smith scored 2 touchdowns for the Cowboys. Steve Young battered by the tenacious Dallas defense. And the Cowboys prevailed 38-21 as Jimmy Johnson led Dallas to a 2nd straight Super Bowl triumph over the Buffalo Bills 1 week later. One of 6 NFC Championship games between the Cowboys and the 49ers. 49ers start at their own 2-yard line. And Charlie Garner is hit for a loss of a yard on the first down carry.
Well, that's nice interior defense.
The 49ers, excuse me, Tim, have scored on 5 of their last 6 possessions. On 2nd and 10, Garcia's pass is caught out at the 12-yard line by the tight end, Greg Clark.
Greg Clark.
49ers get some breathing room as Troy Aikman chats with Randall Cunningham on the Cowboys sideline.
And look, you can see the frustration and you know, Troy Aikman's got to be angry at the way, you know, this is his home. I mean, he's been here for so many years and led this team to 3 championships. And to have a crowd, you know, boo him when he comes back out onto the field is, I think it's despicable, to be honest with you. I really do. I mean, he deserves a lot more respect than that.
Leon Lett is the injured Cowboy. Aikman was asked about it during the week. As Terry and the gang mentioned on the pregame show, the Dallas Morning News ran a poll this week, and 70% responded that Cunningham should start the game based on his performance the last couple of weeks. But Randall said, hey, I'm just here as the backup. He was signed basically as an insurance policy.
Well, Randall Cunningham, not only has he played extremely well Monday night to help them win that game, he also has shown great class and dignity in the way that he handled this and the way he cut off this controversy within the locker room right from the start by saying, look, I'm Troy Aikman's backup. I mean, because he didn't have to do that. I mean, he could have kind of ridden the pole and pushed for it and pressed for it. He's a very religious man, as everyone knows, and he puts his faith in God and just says, hey, I'm going to just sit back and see what happens.
Brandon Noble has replaced the injured Leon Lett. Garcia on the keeper on 3rd and inches. And the 49ers do pick up the first down.
And that's a good job by Steve Mariucci's offense to get themselves out of that pit. Because the thing about being backed up down there is you're going to give up big field position. You don't want to let the Cowboys offense have that ball in your territory after a punt.
Midway through the 3rd quarter, 49ers leading by 17. Jerry Rice in motion. Charlie Garner up middle for a gain of 2. The 49ers offense very impressive here today. Remember, they came in averaging 25 points per game. They punted on their first possession. They've scored on 5 of the last 6. The only time they did not, the clock ran out at halftime.
Yeah, and you also have to notice for this field goal, they only had to go 28 yards. And for this touchdown, they only had to go 28 yards because of 2 Cowboys turnovers. Both of them, Troy Aikman's, an interception by Aikman and a fumble by Aikman.
10 points off the 2 Dallas turnovers. Off the play fake. Garcia's pass is caught by Rice, but he's taken down by Ryan McNeil for a loss of 3.
You want to talk about a guy who's got a motor. I mean, Dexter Coakley on this play is just running all over the football field. This is great linebacker play here. Watch Coakley. He's going to come right up into the line of scrimmage. He's going to be after Garcia. Now watch him here. Now he comes back and then helps make the tackle on Jerry Rice. That's just the kind of relentlessness that makes Coakley a really good linebacker.
Coakley a Pro Bowler after last season. Garcia calls timeout with the play clock winding down and just under 6 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter from Texas Stadium. 49ers with the lead.
Which of the following internet services offers a choice of free, premium, or broadband internet access? Not AOL, not NetZero, not the Microsoft network. It's Juno.
At Texaco, a number of our employees also coach kids, and they tell us life on the playing field is not much different than life in the Texaco oil fields. You don't always hit the target. The weather doesn't always cooperate. And sometimes, when you wonder how you'll ever find the energy to go on, you just dig down a little deeper. And there it is, Texaco, a proud sponsor of the U.S. Olympic team.
Announcing a breakthrough in pizza technology. A pizza inside a pizza. To demonstrate how much we can pack inside Pizza Hut's new Insider, we're going to take this elephant and pack him inside this phone booth. Smashing. How do we get it all in?
Well, we took one thin crust with 6 cheeses, sealed it with another crust of even more cheese. And that's the amazing new Insider Pizza, all for just $9.99.
Get that, will you?
The Insider Pizza from Pizza Hut. Another one of the best pizzas under one roof.
Question. A media metrics report ranked AOL #1 in average monthly digital media minutes per unique visitor. Who was number 2? Not Microsoft, not Yahoo, not eBay. It's Juno.
From James Cameron comes the 2-hour television event.
I know who you are. I know who you're running from.
Dark Angel. Series premiere Tuesday, October 3rd on Fox.
Back in Dallas, and 49ers quarterback Jeff Garcia has enjoyed nice pass protection all season long. Only 2 sacks so far, tied for fewest in the NFL. And this is a pass play right here where he's going to need that protection again.
4 wide receivers in the game. And Garcia's pass caught by Garner, running for the first down marker, and he picks up the first down up at the 26-yard line. A gain of 15.
And the pressure came from the Cowboys front 7, but the 49ers offensive line picks it up. Look at, here comes the blitz from the outside. They pick it up, and he dumps the ball off to Garner. Ray Brown gets downfield, blocks the linebacker, and it's a first down. The other thing you saw on that play was Garcia had a blitzer come pretty much free on him. but he's got that quick release. He gets rid of the ball. The time that it takes the decision to be made and the ball to be out of his hands is a flicker.
There's Garner across the 30 to the 31. And for an update on the Rams and the Falcons, what's going on, JB?
Kenny and Tim, pivotal play in Atlanta. Take a look at Jamal Anderson hit by Kevin Carter on the back of his knee. Keith Lyles smartly comes in, takes the ball. Where does he go? 95 yards to pay dirt. It's a score, 24-13. Jamal Anderson injured the same right knee that he was out for last year. We'll keep you updated. Back to Kenny and Tim.
So Jamal Anderson was not ruled down. Keith Lyles came in and took the ball. Garner up to the 35-yard line. Baron Wortham made the tackle after a gain of 2.
I guarantee you they replayed that one and challenged it to see if he was down. So I'm sure that they found that, in fact, he wasn't down. And it was a heads-up play by the Rams defense. You know, that defense has struggled so far this season.
In fact, the 49ers offense chewed them up last week.
Yeah. And I'm interested to see when the Rams meet the Tampa Bay Bucks, when the best offense goes against the best defense.
On 3rd and 2, Garcia on the bootleg.
Wow.
First down and more. Finally taken down, a hard hit at the 34. The ball popped loose.
A fumble.
Garcia was not ruled down. Ryan McNeil has it. Now the officials discussing whether or not Garcia was down. And it looks like he was, so the 49ers will retain possession.
Again, I didn't hear a whistle. I don't know if Garcia just missed the handoff and ran this bootleg on his own.
Ruling on the field is down by contact. San Francisco's ball, 1st and 10.
Well, if the ruling again, if it's down by no, this is a bootleg. This is just a pure bootleg by Jeff Garcia, and he uses that excellent speed. Wow, he took a pounding too. You know, this may end up being. That's going to be a fine for Felipe Sparks one way or the other. That'll cost him $7,500 because he hits Garcia right in the head. Yeah, I can't tell from that speed whether or not he was down or not.
4-6.
It was the longest run of Garcia's NFL career, 33 yards down to the Cowboys 32.
Dave Campos saying, look, I'm hitting the buzzer. I want to challenge this. He's got the red flag there, too. He threw the flag out. That's in case the electric buzzer doesn't work. And the referee's telling Jeff Triplett saying, no, you can't replay that.
The ruling on the field of down by contact is not a reviewable play. Dallas is not charged a timeout. 1st and 10, San Francisco.
And we saw that back in the first half when Kevin Williams on the return was down at the 17-yard line, then took it into the end zone, but that is not a reviewable play. Down by contact cannot be reviewed.
Yeah. It looked like the ball came out of there, though, before he was down. But it can't be reviewed, so it might as well forget about it.
Here's Garner down to the 29-yard line, a gain of 3 with 3.5 remaining in the 3rd quarter, and the 49ers in control, leading the Cowboys 27-10.
And that was a huge turnaround, or would have been a huge turnaround if they did rule that play a fumble.
Second and 7 upcoming from the Dallas 29. Off the play fake. Garcia under pressure. Dumps it off to Ty Streets. His first catch of the day, second of the season. Michael Myers made the stop after a gain of 6.
Well, it's a good thing the Cowboys defensive line got some pressure on Garcia there, because Greg Clark, the tight end, was running wide open in the secondary. You know, the defense bought the play action. Again, it's they faked the run. There's the play action. Watch Clark right here. Look at this. I mean, he could run through George Teague for a touchdown on that play, but the pressure prevented Garcia from seeing it.
On 3rd and 1, the fullback Fred Beasley has the first down. So the 49ers move the chains with just over 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Now the 49ers have done a terrific job on third downs today. That was one of their problems over the first 3 weeks, especially last week against the Rams. They are 7 for 11 on third downs today.
And their running game has been able to eat up the clock to really rest their defense. And look at Garcia's numbers in this second half. Perfect. James.
Garner up the middle. Down to the 18.
You know, one of the reasons Garcia's had some success in this second half, again, that offensive line has done a nice job protecting him. He's only been hurried 3 times, knocked down once, hasn't been sacked. Still, only 2 sacks this season, hit 3 times. You know, part of that is the offensive line, but there's also 2 other factors. One is the play action and Garner's running, which is drawn off the defense. And then 2 is Garcia's mobility in the pocket. He's got great presence and he's got great feet.
2nd and 6 from the 18. Garner down to the 11. Greg Ellis made the tackle. And Garcia, although it's only his 2nd year in the NFL, he is 30 years of age. He had 5 years of pro experience up in Canada. Playing with Calgary, he was the MVP of the Grey Cup in 1998. So he does have experience running a pro offense. Bill Walsh has always liked him.
And he's done a really fine job with this offense so far this season. 49ers are 0-3 because they've been burnt defensively in the pass game.
1st and 10 from the 11. Charlie Garner adding to his totals. He is well over 100 yards rushing in the game, now 135. And that will do it for the third quarter with the 49ers in control. We'll return to Dallas after a word from your local station.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
Deals like these won't last long. On America's best-selling cars and trucks during the final days of Ford's authorized clearance. Lease a fun-to-drive 2000 Focus SE for just $219 a month, or buy one with low 4.9% financing. That's a $219 lease or low 4.9 financing. Now, while selection is best. But hurry, the Ford authorized clearance is in its final days. These deals end soon. See your local Ford dealer today.
Yes! Here we go. You're mine. Yeah, you. Yeah! Sweet. Looks good to me.
Tiger may never get into the Olympic Games, but at least he can get into an Olympic Edition Regal.
Looks like I got the gold.
Check out the Olympic Edition Regal, or get $1,500 to $3,000 closeout cash on all remaining new 2000 Buicks.
Dodge Ram has inspired considerable change in pickups. And it's been the inspiration for change among pickup owners as well. In just 4 years, more than 1 million households have switched to Dodge trucks. It seems when the owners of those other trucks get a good look at Ram, they begin to see things differently. Dodge Ram. Different.
Your home for friends 6 days a week is Fox 16.
San Francisco leading Dallas 27-10. Kenny Albert, Jim Green from Texas Stadium. And the 49ers on the move. Remember, this drive started all the way back at their own 2-yard line. And they face 2nd and 6 from the Dallas 7.
And Jeff Garcia has been really impressive on this drive and the entire second half. Charlie Garner with 136 yards on the ground on the day.
Second down, 6. Penalty markers on second down.
Both start. Offense, 74. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
It's Dave Fiore, and what he saw was the blitz start to come up to the line of scrimmage. Saw the linebackers advance onto the line of scrimmage, and that's what made him jump. See this here? Linebackers here and here. You got Wortham, and you got Hambrick.
Penalty forces the 49ers back 5 yards. Second and 11. Garner, terrific second effort. Pulls his way down to the 5. And some extracurricular activity after the tackle.
Boy, Garner drove his right guard, Dave Fiore, right into the ground. He had so much speed built up. Looked like Fiore got hit in the back with a missile. Garner cuts this thing back. He starts it to the left. He cuts it back to the right. Watch him hit Fiore. Wham! A nice job of Fiore blocking linebacker Darren Hambrick downfield.
3rd and 4 from the 5. Garcia looking end zone and a penalty marker. The catch was made by Jerry Rice.
That was some outstanding blitz pickup by the 49ers offensive line.
Pass interference. Defense, number 20. Penalties decline. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Second touchdown reception of the day for Jerry Rice.
And the second time he's beaten Cowboys cornerback Felipe Sparks.
Ritchie for the point after. It is now 34-10 San Francisco. Garcia 7 for 7 in the second half.
The new Boxster S. Even heaven has its moments of hell.
In 1960, Bill Russell introduced something professional basketball had never seen. It had nothing to do with scoring or rebounding. Bill Russell was the first player in the history of pro basketball to wear a goatee.
When you're an original, you do it your own way. Original Coors.
Original Coors. Looking good.
The new Fox Friday. You've seen chases and crashes, but you've never seen this. The explosive season premiere, police videos, and it's the website. You're stirring them up. From the creators of the Blair Witch Project. Get in the Jeep, go! Freaky Links premieres. The new Fox Friday begins October 6th at 8/7 Central.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Porsche. By CDW. CDW Computing Solutions built for business. By the United States Marine Corps. The change is forever. And by Original Coors. When you're an original, you do it your own way. Original Coors.
Back in Irving, Texas. 49ers have gotten the job done on both sides of the ball. They lead the Cowboys now 34-10. 2 touchdown receptions for Jerry Rice. Jeff Garcia has thrown for 3 TDs. This is Jason Tucker for the Cowboys. Tucker out to the 27-yard line. A 25-yard return. Jeff Posey made the stop.
Kenny, so many good things happened on that last touchdown that we'll show you after this play, and we'll see a couple of them. You can just pick the ones you want to see. First of all, it's a play-action pass. You're going to see a great pocket here. You're going to see a great fake by Garner and a block on the blitzing linebackers. And then Rice just breaks it to the inside. So Garcia has the protection. Rice has the moves. And Garcia throws a perfect pass. Which one did you like the best? Which element of that?
I liked all of them. Crowd here certainly did not. Aikman's pass caught by Chris Warren. Out to the 36, Lance Schulters made the stop, a gain of 9. So Jerry Rice, who was frustrated earlier, now with 171 career touchdown receptions. Chris Carter well behind in second place all time. Aikman's pass intended for Tucker. John Keith, the hard-hitting rookie, on the coverage.
You know, at the beginning of the game, in the pregame show, Terry Bradshaw said that he would have started Randall Cunningham. And, you know, the reason why he said it is because this offense, if you're not going to give the quarterback protection, and if you don't have receivers that are going to be able to catch the football downfield, then you would want Randall Cunningham, who can scramble around and improvise.
On 3rd and 1, a botched handoff, but a good recovery. Chris Warren into 49ers territory. He collided with Aikman initially, but recovers to gain 17.
You know, sometimes when you collide like that, it throws the defense's timing completely off because they see the handoff and they expect him to get to the line sooner than he does. And so a lot of times it'll force them to overrun the play. I think that's what happened to Lance Schulters.
Spoken by a former defensive lineman.
Yeah. And Ismael is hurt. He's struggled with injuries. He's had the bad hamstring.
Cowboys already without Joey Galloway, their big free agent signing, lost for the year in game 1. Wayne McGarity out today, and now Ismael helped off. Ismael replaced by Chris Brazel. 1st and 10 from the 49ers 46. Aikman to McKnight. Down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 21 yards.
No, it really, it looks simple. And it has to make you wonder how come they haven't, you know, done more of this kind of stuff, the deep post stuff to McKnight. Let him run through the zone and let Aikman deliver the ball downfield.
3 wide receivers. Quick drop. Aikman looking end zone. Looking Brazel. And it was broken up by Jason Webster, the rookie corner.
So what is Troy Aikman supposed to do on this one here? I mean, he drops this pass in here right behind the coverage. You know, Webster, I don't know if Webster even got a hand on it. He got his hand up. There's some more pressure on Aikman. He gets hammered by Bryant Young.
Now 2nd and 10. Aikman to the near side. Caught by Brazel. And he was wrapped up by Webster after a gain of 5.
It's going to be holding against the Cowboys offensive line also. I don't know if it was Eric Williams or Solomon Page, but I saw a defensive lineman get through and then get yanked back.
Holding, 79 offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat, 2nd down.
It was Eric Williams. We now send you back to the Fox Network Center at KB.
Kenny and Tim, Eagles looking for their 2nd victory of the season. Look at Brian Mitchell. Does it look like he's lost a step? That's what they claim in Washington. No, he takes it 72 yards to pay dirt. 8th career punt return for a touchdown, 21-7. Jamal Anderson, by the way, left the game with a preliminary diagnosis, twisted right knee. Hasn't been back. We'll keep you updated. Kenny and Tim.
Thanks very much, JB. So Brian Mitchell, who spent 10 years with the Redskins, with the big return as Aikman makes the connection with McKnight for a gain of 24 yards.
It's the same pattern that we've seen Aikman connect with McKnight all day on. It's a deep post pattern.
Well, this is not good news for the Cowboys.
No. You have to remember they lost Galloway. Now they're losing Ismail, who's been limited anyway.
From the 49ers 11. Aikman to the end zone. Jackie Harris, touchdown.
Jackie Harris has the ability as a tight end to make those moves. He makes a break on a cornerback, Ahmed Plummer. And again, the ball is thrown perfectly by Troy Aikman.
First touchdown pass of the season for Aikman. Tim Cedar adds the point after. Third touchdown reception of the year for the veteran tight end, Jackie Harris.
What gets us through the lean years? Why do we still hope when greatness has passed us over once again? Because when destiny finally does show up, and she will, we can say, I was here all along. This is why we watch. NFL Sunday Ticket lets you flip through up to 13 channels of NFL football every Sunday on DirecTV. Never miss a moment. Sign up now and also get our best programming package free for 3 months.
Know how to spot a diehard battery owner? Look for their jumper cables. Diehard, America's most trusted battery with 30 years of starting power. How much do you trust your battery?
A typical day for the IT manager. Everyone wants everything now. Luckily, CDW, your direct solutions provider, can custom configure computing solutions from 50,000 top name products. Like the HP OmniBook XE3 Notebook PC. With all-in-one functionality and HP's customizable quick launch buttons, CDW will never leave you hanging. HP and CDW, the smart call for business.
Last season, Hyde was busted for possession. Now it's Judgment Day.
That stuff was right here in our own neighborhood? And to think of all the times we had to drive across town to get it.
That 70 Show season premiere at 8/7 Central, Tuesday, October 3rd on Fox.
Now 34-17 San Francisco following the Cowboys scoring drive. Aikman hitting Jackie Harris in the end zone. Kevin Williams, Jonas Lewis back deep, awaiting Micah Norris' kick. Kevin Williams. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line, forced out by Darren Woodson. A 20-yard return by Williams. Well, next week it's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader. It all begins with Terry, Howie, JB, and Chris on America's favorite pregame show. And Tim, you and I will be in Charlotte for the Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Many of you will see the Redskins and the Bucs. That's all coming up next week on Fox NFL Sunday.
You know, Kenny, the Cowboys defense, they've got to blitz, they've got to be aggressive, they've got to get the ball back fast.
49ers have not turned it over today. Charlie Garner up the middle, penalty marker on the play.
That's a face mask. Demetrius Underwood was the guy who had Garner by the face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, 91 defense, 15 yards, automatic, first down.
You may remember Underwood, drafted in the first round by Minnesota last year, then went to Miami. Now part of the defensive line rotation with the Cowboys.
He comes from right in where he is, 91. He comes down the line and just reaches out. And when you've got a back with the quickness of Garner, you just grab for anything you can get. But they will call that one every time. And again, I mean, this defense has got to do its part as well if the Cowboys are going to have a chance. Because the time of possession really has been dominated by the 49ers in that run game.
From the 44, Garner spinning to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 4 yards.
And you saw the Cowboys finally bring the safeties up, Teague and Woodson up to shut down this run game. And you look at the 49ers run game this season averaged 98 yards, but today they've doubled it already.
Garner with 149 yards on the ground. And he's tied his career high with 28 carries today. Second down and 6. Owens in motion. Garner into Cowboys territory on his 29th carry. Picks up 3 more yards. As we are under 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter here in Dallas.
And this 49ers offense has done an outstanding job all afternoon of just bleeding the Dallas defense, just bleeding them to death.
Cowboys coming off that huge emotional win in Washington on Monday night. They had a short week. And we're focusing on getting back to the 500 mark today. But instead, it looks like the 49ers will win for the first time this season. 3rd and 3. Garcia to Owens for the first down.
Terrell Owens on the reception.
And this is just really fine quarterback play by Jeff Garcia. And he drops back. He's got a little bit of a roll, and he throws the ball on the run to Terrell Owens. That's one thing that Garcia can also do. He does a nice job throwing the ball. He's got nice accuracy in the pocket. He also has nice accuracy on the move.
He's 8 for 8 since halftime.
He's had a couple nice runs as well today.
Here's Fred Beasley, the fullback. You know, Garcia grew up in the Bay Area, but he has not seen much of his parents since the season started. His mom called him the other day. He's coming to dinner tomorrow night.
Right, yeah. Mrs. Garcia, you can rest assured. He said Monday night is he'll be there tomorrow night for sure. There you see what a fine second half he's had.
And he should have a big smile on his face.
Well, you know, and it hasn't been easy to follow, again, in the footsteps of a Joe Montana and a Steve Young. There are tremendous expectations from Jeff Garcia. But I think he's done an outstanding job. He really has. He's really developed and learned this offense.
He's distributed the ball well. Garner stopped about a yard shy of the first down marker by Baron Wortham.
You mentioned 3rd down conversions earlier. And today, the 49ers have converted 9 out of 13 as they try to do another one. And right now, they've had the ball 31, almost 32 minutes to the Cowboys 20 minutes.
3rd down, 1.
Looking to continue the drive, and they do, as Charlie Garner picks up 2 yards for the first down. Greg Clark, the tight end, is shaken up.
Well, Kenny, you know as well as I do that the airwaves of Dallas this week are going to be filled with the debate over the quarterback situation. Although out in San Francisco, the Bay Area, they've got to be pretty happy with Jeff Garcia.
It is more than a trial by fire. It is a rite of passage. And if you can master your fear, outsmart your enemy, and never yield even to yourself, you will be changed forever. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Avaya, communication without boundaries.
You sure about this?
I want everyone to know who I love. How much is this again?
50.
50. All I got is 41.
Come on. I get it fixed, Donna.
Very funny.
Next time, use the Visa check card instead of cash or checks. It'll get you in, out, and on with life.
By day, they're playing the stock market. By night, they're playing each other.
Oh, God.
The Street premieres Wednesday, November 1st on Fox.
6:45 remaining. Greg Clark, the injured 49er, their starting tight end.
And he blocks down on the defensive end, Demetrius Underwood, and he got his Underwood's knee hit Greg Clark's the side of his head. So you don't know if it was a concussion type thing or maybe a stinger, you know, where he gets that neck bent and lights up the nerves running down his neck and his shoulder and his arm.
Clark replaced by Justin Swift, young tight end out of Kansas State, who played in NFL Europe with the Frankfurt Galaxy.
Returning to play,
First and 10 for the 49ers from the Cowboys' 30-yard line. Jeff Garcia 8 for 8 here in the second half. Charlie Garner, the workhorse. Inside the 15, inside the 10, still going. Stopped on the 1. 29-yard pickup for Garner.
Well, the 49ers offensive line opens up a beautiful hole for Charlie Garner, and then that's a nightmare for a defense, because if he gets into open space, he will run through you, he will run around you, he will run under you, and this pretty much puts it away for the 49ers. Look at that hole. I mean, did you see how big that space was?
First and goal, penalty marker, as Garner takes the handoff into the end zone. But a flag is down.
Prior to the snap, false start. Right tackle offense. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
That would be Scott Gregg.
No, this extracurricular activity following the flag. A frustrated Dallas Cowboys group.
And this defense has been really worn right down to exhaustion. They've been out on the field for a long time. They've given up a lot of yards on the ground. 425 total yards.
First and goal at the 6.
Following the penalty, first and goal from the 6. Garner works his way down to the 3. Charlie Garner with 195 yards rushing today. 3 shy of the team record. Garrison Hurst 2 years ago rushed for 198 yards in a game against the Lions, the 49ers club record. And Garner can tie that mark with a touchdown. 49ers are on the 3-yard line. Cowboys now kick the ball off the line of scrimmage. And flags come flying. One of the Cowboys kicked the ball after it was placed down by the officials.
Darren Woodson better watch out or he's going to get himself tossed out of here.
Oh, now he throws his helmet.
He'll be gone now if he hasn't been ejected already.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 28, defense. He is also disqualified from the game.
So Darren Woodson has been ejected.
Let's show what happens.
You see Woodson kicking the ball off the 3-yard line. That was the initial penalty, and then he was ejected after he threw his helmet toward the sidelines.
He was on the bottom of the pile there, and I'm pretty sure he believed that someone gave him a cheap shot at the bottom.
And now Jeff Triplett talking things over with Cowboys head coach Dave Campo. So Woodson escorted off to the Cowboys locker room. 4:44 remaining, fourth quarter. Let's take another look.
Yeah, here's Woodson right here. And there's Jeremy Newberry, steps right on his groin. Newberry, and I don't think that was intentional either. But Woodson, I think, thought it was.
Down.
That looked like an inadvertent thing, although I could say the 49ers offensive line that I was used to playing against would do that to you intentionally. I say that good-naturedly.
Yes. Frustrating afternoon for Dave Campo. 2nd and goal on the 2-yard line. Garner. Charlie Garner down to the 1. Remember week 1 in the Cowboys' previous home game, Deuce Staley of the Eagles gained 201 yards on the ground. And today it's been Charlie Garner who's approaching the 200-yard mark. A timeout with 4.5 remaining.
Not so good.
Yeehaw. It's not just a new sign. It's a new Midas. Expanded services, new genuine Midas parts, a lifetime guarantee. We're more than mufflers. We're a new way to keep a good thing going. Go Midas.
Andy, you know these heat wave cores belong in the bag.
The exclusive core in the Domino's Heatwave bag delivers your pizza hot. Call Domino's now and get a large one-topping pizza and a 2-liter of Coke for $9.99. Domino's, bad Andy, good pizza.
Right here. We're over here.
One team's portrait of victory was another's heartbreak.
It could come down to this. 52-yard. The low snap. He will be sacked.
The bitter taste still lingers. Keyshawn and the Bucks. Davis and the Redskins. It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader next week at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific.
I tell you who's going to win. I tell you who's going to lose. Sometimes I get them mixed up, but I do it every Sunday. Don't miss the Fox NFL Sunday pregame show next week.
Baron Wortham, the injured Cowboy. Wortham heads off. Ray Brown worked on the 49ers sidelines.
Well, Kenny, Newberry may have not intended his cheap shot, but this Terrell Owens, watch this here. I mean, that's cheap. I mean, hands right in Laramore's face and grabs his mask, and that should have been a penalty against Terrell Owens.
Second and goal from the one upcoming for the 49ers, who lead by 17.
And Steve Mariucci's team, they've really controlled this game much from the second quarter on.
J.J. Stokes in motion. Charlie Garner stopped. No gain on the play. Izell Reese made the tackle. And the Cowboys call timeout.
Timeout.
They stop the clock with 4:09 remaining.
Second charge timeout.
And this is just this is a pride thing here for this Cowboys defense. They've allowed the 49ers to go up and down the field pretty nicely, especially in this second half. And if they can stop them now, then, force them to kick a field goal. It's conceivable. 3 touchdowns. You'd need a couple successful onside kicks.
49ers have scored on 6 of their last 7 possessions. Well, Tim, Emmy Award-winning David E. Kelly, the creator of The Practice, and Ally McBeal brings you his newest series, Boston Public, coming right at you October 23rd on Fox.
Kenny, this run defense, part of it, I wonder, Alonzo Spellman's been out of the game, replaced by Demetrius Underwood right here. And Spellman, I think, was how they got their run defense back on track last week.
Garcia to Owens, touchdown. Owens again heading for midfield. There he goes.
There's going to be a penalty on George Teague because he's going to clock him. Now Teague's going to be kicked out of the game. I got to tell you, I don't blame Teague for doing that. I really don't. Owens started that back early in the game when he scored his first touchdown. He went to the center. And then when Emmitt Smith scored a touchdown, ran it in, he ran to the center. And so Owens was going to show him up again. And Teague just said, the heck with it. This game's over anyway. I'm just going to take a cheap shot at him. I don't like any of it, to be honest with you. You got to have some dignity when you're playing this game.
Owens did it once. Emmitt Smith countered. That should have been the end of it. No reason for Owens to rub it in the Cowboys' face a second time.
Right. Not when you have that kind of a lead.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Tony. Real fast. Terrell. Dallas, he is qualified.
Yeah, now what? I'll just, because the microphone's not good. They penalized Owens for 15 yards for unsportsmanlike conduct because of what he did. And
well, why didn't they penalize him for taunting the first time?
Yeah, I don't know. Good question. We'll talk about that later. And then Teague gets penalized for unnecessary roughness, and he gets ejected. And he doesn't care right now.
Owens should have been penalized for taunting in the first half. Emmitt Smith never would have followed with his run out to the Cowboys logo at midfield. And then Owens did it a second time. George Teague ejected. This all overshadows Jeff Garcia's career-high 4th touchdown pass. And Garcia also 9 for 9 in the second half. Now Steve Mariucci lecturing Terrell Owens. For the point after. So with 4:05 remaining in Dallas, the 49ers have extended their lead to 41-17.
Here's Owens, and he just beats Kareem Larimore on this play. He's wide open. The ball delivered perfectly. And you said the antics kind of overshadow the nice pass by Jeff Garcia. That's where he should have stopped. He should have just stopped and celebrated with Jeff Garcia. Instead, he did that, and then Teague did that.
And the crowd reacts as it's shown on the video stream. But I blame this entire altercation on Owens. He did it once in the first half. Emmitt Smith followed for the Cowboys. 49ers have a huge lead, a 24-point lead. And you know Steve Mariucci is telling them don't do anything else.
Yeah, he's saying, look, you better have some dignity. You know, we won this game. We came in here. We did what we had to do. Now let's stop it.
For the 49ers, this will be their first road victory since last September in Arizona, the game in which Steve Young was knocked out by Aeneas Williams. Steve Young's last game. That was the last road win for the 49ers.
Well, I'll tell you what the 49ers have done here today. Their offense has been efficient and effective all season long. The thing that happened today was their defense looked very good too, and a lot of it was the effectiveness of their blitzing against Troy Aikman. They shut down Emmitt Smith in the run game. They forced the Cowboys into passing situations, and then they blitzed him. And they got to Aikman. They rattled him, and their defensive backs had good coverage on a banged-up Cowboys receiver corps.
Penalty marker on the return as Jason Tucker brings it out across the 30.
And I don't know if Troy Aikman is going to come back in it.
Looks like we may see the third-string quarterback, Clint Sterner.
Foul. Low block. Kicking team. Blocking below the base.
Yes, Clint Sterner, the rookie out of Arkansas, will make his first regular season appearance for the Cowboys as they trail by 24. Sterner out of Baytown, Texas, signed as a free agent.
And just so if no one else knows what that means, that's Dave Campos saying, listen, Troy Aikman is going to be the starter next week in Carolina as well. If you think I'm going to replace him, you're wrong.
And a chance to get Sterner some game action. His first pass incomplete. He was looking for Tucker.
And another drop by a Cowboys receiver.
Aikman's numbers: Emmitt Smith held to 31 yards on the ground. James McKnight's third career 100-yard day. Cowboys offensive numbers overshadowed by the 49ers. Garcia 4 touchdown passes. And Charlie Garner 196 yards on the ground. 3 wide receivers set. Sterner on second down, penalty marker as he is taken down by Cedric Killings.
There's no foul for an offensive hold since the player being held made the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Third down.
Well, it's a nice pass rush by Cedric Killings. He rushed that one right over Solomon Page, the right guard.
40 seconds on the play clock. 40 seconds.
First NFL sack for Killings. 3rd and 16. 3 wide receivers for the Cowboys. Sterner airing it out. And coming back to make the catch was James McKnight.
Boy, Clint Sterner just got lambasted, and Julian Peterson is going to get a 15-yard penalty. He's going to get a $7,500 fine.
So a 29-yard pass play plus the 15-yard penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Blow to the head. 98. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Watch it here. I mean, he just launches. He does everything you're not supposed to do. Hits the quarterback in the head, helmet to helmet, launch, a forearm. He violated just about everything you can violate on the new quarterback rules.
A, B, C, and D.
Yeah.
Julian Peterson, who picked off a Troy Aikman pass earlier.
Solid, solid.
From the 49ers, 16. Sterner over the middle. Jackie Harris, touchdown. The first NFL touchdown pass for the 22-year-old rookie, Clint Sterner.
That was the most effective blitz pickup by the Cowboys offensive line that I've seen all day. 49ers came with the blitz. The offensive line picked it up. And Sterner had the time and the lane to find Harris.
So do you think fans and the media will be calling for Clint Sterner to start next week's game? Being facetious, of course.
I know you are. I know you are. It's going to be a mess. You know that.
Cowboys visit the Carolina Panthers next week. Panthers with a bye this weekend. The extra point is good. Second touchdown reception of the day for the tight end Jackie Harris.
See the blitz coming right up the middle. That's picked up well. There's a perfect throwing lane. And Jackie Harris is wide open in the middle of the field. We'll look from the ump cam, so you're going to see the blitzers go. There's Posey right in front of him. There's Schulters. And there's the pickup. And then the pass. The wide open center of the field.
And we thank umpire Scott Dawson for wearing umpire cam throughout today's game. So Clint Sterner on his first NFL regular season drive connects with Jackie Harris for the touchdown. Well, a great job by our entire crew here in Dallas today. Producer Rich Russo, director Peter Bleckner, the associate director Larry Lancaster, our broadcast associate Robert Slosby, technical producer Kevin McRoby. The studio produced by Scott Ackerson, directed by Bob Levy. The senior producer of Fox Sports is Bill Brown. And the executive producers of Fox Sports, Ed Gorin and David Hill, as the Cowboys line up for the onside kick. Crunching the numbers, Harry Hockhauser along with Ben Bowman, Mike Eldridge, Mark Cole, and Eric Norton. "17-point lead for the 49ers as the onside kick is bouncing around. Cowboys say they have it. They do.
I think it's Duan Hawthorne who got it. The ball takes a bounce. Oh, it wasn't Hawthorne, it was Chris Akins.
Chris Akins, 29 on the bottom of the pile.
Comes right there. In and out of the hands of Justin Swift.
So the Cowboys go right back to work from their own 42-yard line. They have one timeout remaining, 3:18 on the clock. Three wide receivers set. Clint Sterner remains in at quarterback. And Sterner is taken down by Brenson Buckner.
Well, it's a whole different world back there from college at Arkansas State. And the coverage here by Ahmed Plummer is pretty good. And he gets a great jam on James McKnight. Then you see the zone coverage underneath Brazel with the safety over the top.
Sterner with time, penalty flag, as the pass is caught by Jason Tucker out at the 45-yard line.
Jason Tucker flags down on the flag.
It's against the 49ers.
Haley at 29 defense. 5-yard.
Well, we gave
Automatic
Ahmed
first.
Plummer credit for the jam on the last play. And this time when he goes for the jam, his hand gets up underneath the face mask right there of James McKnight.
Sterner on first down with time, and the pass broken up by Jason Webster, who's played a strong game today.
You know, both Jason Webster and Ahmed Plummer, rookie cornerbacks for the 49ers, high round draft choices. Webster a second-round pick, Plummer a first-round pick. And these guys have all the things you want to have as a cornerback. They both play physical. You see them help in the run game. They've got great quickness and great reactions. And so the only thing they lack is experience. And today, I really, this secondary defeated the Cowboys receiving corps. They won that battle.
They've grown up today. Sterner goes back across the field to fellow rookie Michael Wiley. Wiley takes it up to the 39-yard line. He fumbled. And it looks like the 49ers have recovered. Jason Webster came up with it, the third Cowboys turnover of today's game.
Just kind of taking a bite out of a lemon for an already sour game here for the Cowboys. That ball definitely popped out of there before he was down.
So now the 49ers will look to run out the clock. 2:16 remaining. They lead 41-24. Jeff Garcia, 4 touchdown passes as they look to get Charlie Goddard the club record for rushing yards in one game, and he has it. He is the first 49er ever to rush for over 200 yards in one game. Garrison Hurst, the previous record, with 198. As we hit the 2-minute warning from Dallas.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Autotrader.com, the biggest, best used car site on the planet.
I need a car.
Shopping for a used car will never be the same.
No, a convertible, a red one, with under 15,000 miles.
Welcome to Autotrader.com. With 1.5 million used cars updated daily, it's the biggest, best used car site on the planet.
You couldn't help me with a loan, could you? Can we help you?
Autotrader.com. Your car is waiting.
Their parents all have great jobs, live in the same neighborhood, same cars, same vacations. So why will some families be paying for college while the rest are praying for scholarships? Some people already know our financial representatives excel at a lot more than life insurance. Northwestern Mutual Financial Network. Are you there yet?
No. He is. No, he isn't.
Oh, yes, he is. Oh, no, he isn't. I'm telling you, he isn't. Telling you, he is.
Watch John Goodman in the new comedy Normal, Ohio, and see for yourself.
I'm telling you, he isn't.
Normal, Ohio, Wednesday, November 1st on Fox.
Yes.
Charlie Garner, 36 carries, 201 yards, a new 49ers record. So congratulations to Charlie Garner, who kept the football following his last carry.
And then a stat you can't keep is how successful Garner's running has made the 49ers passing game, because so many, I think every one of their touchdowns today came off of a play action pass where the fake to the Garner drew the defense up.
Week 1, Eagles here in Dallas scored 41 points, as the Niners have today. Deuce Staley rushed for 201 yards, and today Charlie Garner rushes for 201 yards. Terry Jackson replaces Garner. This is Jonas Lewis, rookie out of San Diego State, his first NFL carry. And a gain of 7 for Lewis. So Lewis and Jackson now in the backfield as the 49ers will run out the clock. San Francisco, 257 yards on the ground. Dominated time of possession. We told you about Garner's numbers, and Garcia threw 4 touchdowns.
Then you see on the other side of the ball, Dallas really unable to run the football. And then the turnovers were the undoing early of Dave Campo's team.
Dallas in Carolina next week, while the 49ers return home. They will host the Arizona Cardinals. And for the 49ers, this is only their 2nd win in their last 16 games, dating back to last season. It'll be a very happy flight back to the West Coast for Steve Mariucci, as his club will win for the first time this season.
And as we've said from the start of this game, the 49ers with a very young defense. They had a tremendous amount of draft picks this year, a lot of high round picks. They drafted almost exclusively for the defense, and they're playing those young guys, and they're had to live with those mistakes. But today that defense played really well, and I thought Jim Mora, the coordinator for the 49ers, blitzed wisely. He blitzed the right blitz at the right time to keep a lot of pressure on Troy Aikman.
So Aikman and the Cowboys drop to 1-3. 49ers also 1-3, as Dave Campo, who picked up his first win as a head coach on Monday night. And the Cowboys lose to the 49ers by the score of 41-24. Tough afternoon for Troy Aikman in his return after missing the last 2 games. So for Tim Green, this is Kenny Albert saying so long from Dallas. We take you to bonus coverage, the Rams and the Falcons, with Pat Summerall and John Madden.
I'd like to welcome those of you who watched the 49ers get their first victory of the year over Dallas, 41-24. Andy Cannell fires. He's replaced Chris Chandler at quarterback for Atlanta, where the St. Louis Rams lead 41-20.
The thing about the 49ers, they started out and they were a bad team. I saw them in training camp. Then we saw them last week against the Rams, and I thought, geez, these guys look a lot better. And then they showed the Dallas Cowboys today. Jamal Anderson doesn't look too good down there.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, you wonder how that knee is, because he hurt his right knee, the same knee that he had surgery on, came out, and then you think, you know, that maybe he re-injured that knee, and he probably did. But then anyway, he went back in and played again a little. I think he just probably wanted to get through that. A couple injured Rams, their work is done.
Kurt Warner, his work is done, except for kneeling down.
I tell you, what a day he's had. Thrown 4 touchdown passes. I think his average per catch was like 27 yards. They open it up because, I mean, they could throw it deep and get big ones on you, or they could throw it short and run it deep to get big ones on you. And
They get a lot of big
them
ones
today.
They get a lot of big ones no matter how they throw it.
Yeah, right. And whatever you do, I mean, you cover short, they throw deep. You cover deep, they throw short and run 80 yards. They're just carrying over the momentum this year, I think, that they gained last year.
Well, they've been just about unstoppable this year. I mean, nobody's held them down.
And towards the end of last year, they were that way until they ran into Tampa Bay.
That's right.
Since then, no one has, you said no one has slowed them down. Mike Martz has done an excellent job with this team.
First year as the head coach.
But he was there last year and kind of put that offense in, so it is his offense.
Well, somebody's going to have to come up with a way to stop him eventually. I don't know how. This is Pat Summerall for John Madden and DJ Johnson saying so long from Atlanta, where once again the final score is the Rams 41, the Falcons 20. Be sure to stay tuned to Fox Sports for the Autotrader.com postgame show with JB, Terry, Howe, and Chris right after these messages. For more information on today's game and the latest NFL news, log on to foxsports.com.
Mr. Duffy, I've been here for over a year now, and I'd like to talk about a raise. I have an MBA.
I like jujubes. The Reds and the Oranges the best. They are like the king and queen of jujube land. The green and the yellow, they're peasants. One day, we're gonna have a jujube revolution.
So, what do you think?
Jujube?
It's time for E-Trade. Sign up now for your 25 trade bonus.
What gets us through the lean years? Why do we still hope when greatness has passed us over once again? Because when destiny finally does show up, and she will, we can say, I was here all along. This is why we watch. NFL Sunday Ticket lets you flip through up to 13 channels of NFL football every Sunday on DirecTV. Never miss a moment. Sign up now and also get our best programming package free for 3 months.
I told you this would work.
Good call, Dave. Excellent venue. Who do you think's getting married anywhere?
Guys, someone's coming.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing? Are you here with the bride or the groom?
The groom.
Bride. Nice to meet you.
Guys, I think they're on to us.
Hey, I think they're onto us.
Having one on the house? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Yeah.
A typical day for the IT manager. Everyone wants everything now. Luckily, CDW, your direct solutions provider, can custom configure computing solutions from 50,000 top name products. Like the HP OmniBook XE3 notebook PC. With all-in-one functionality and HP's customizable quick launch buttons, CDW will never leave you hanging. HP and CDW, the smart call for business.
Fox Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. The NFL is online.
Whether you're a .com, a non-com, a hot mom, whether you got a stockpile or a rock pile, your wild southern soul is about to feel different. Every minute in your Dodge is a minute worth living.
This Dakota Club Cab has more available power, payload, and towing than any other compact pickup. Add this generous cash allowance and talk about different.
Different by country mile.
Stop. Look. Buy. $1,500 cash back plus low 0.9% financing on Ford Explorer. Now, during the final days of Ford's authorized clearance. You've waited for the best offer of the year. Choose from a large selection, but hurry. Get $1,500 plus 0.9 on Ford Explorer. Or get 3.9% financing on Expedition. You've waited to buy. Save now during the final days of Ford's authorized clearance. Only at your local Ford dealer.
You shouldn't have to wait to get the information you want. Get the weather first with Fox First